Once it reaches the back of your throat, you're fine.
All right.
Yes, get your hand underneath.
Yeah, we're rolling.
All right.
You were flat on that one.
I know. What happened?
Want me to start over?
Well, you started out so high, and something happened. When you fart,
you're getting some bad pitch.
You know what it is?
What really sounded like it happened, you were going, and it sounded like you leaked out a little fart because the air was just became less out of nowhere.
Yeah.
Right?
You sound like you died halfway
Yeah,
through.
what was that?
All right. Welcome back to the fight. It's Saturday.
Clip the mic there.
Yeah.
Joe.
I didn't like that one either.
Joe, fuck you. Joe.
And I don't want to give him a third.
No, definitely not. We're going to have to deal with that.
His head might burst if you have another one. Yeah.
Joe, we have a guest host. My brother is here.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Everybody.
Oh, that's
the J-Man, they call him.
Yeah.
That is my nickname.
The J-Man.
I talked to your dad about this. This is a straight one, right?
Oh, shut up.
This is a straight song.
Look.
What's up, brother?
Hey, nice to be here.
Yeah, is
Thanks
it
for
good to
having
be
me.
here?
Yeah, it's
Straight, brother.
phenomenal to be here. Yeah.
All right, so Joe, I've been working on an impression. All right.
Oh.
Now, what do you think about this? What do you
Right
think
out of
about
the
this?
gate.
Yeah.
No, this is a good one.
All right,
All right.
I
I'm
believe
going to do an Asian owl. All right.
Oh, I don't like it
It's
already.
good. It's good.
No.
We're
Ooh. Oh. Ooh.
definitely gonna get some
No?
emails about this.
Doesn't that sound like an Asian owl a little bit? Ooh.
It's kind of getting me excited. I like Asians.
Little Asian owl. No?
I mean,
I don't even. What does an owl actually sound like? Could
sounds
you
like
give me
an Asian
an owl?
woman.
Give me
An,
yeah.
an owl sounds like this. Ooh. Ooh.
Okay.
And an Asian owl is ooh.
Oh, now that was.
I kind of get it. I
That's
mean,
A little bit, right?
that's flirting with the line there. That's
I don't
flirting
know.
with the line. All right.
It's an Asian owl.
okay, well, you
Yeah.
know.
So I'm allowed to do Asian jokes.
I want to hear
Oh,
this.
yeah?
Yeah, because
said?
my brother Josh is married to a Korean.
That is true.
Yeah, she is from the island nation of Korea.
Oh,
all right?
beautiful.
And
All
they
right.
are not a sensitive race. And that makes me technically like part Asian, right?
He gets a pass on this?
Yeah, you have like a hall pass.
I do have a whole
Wait,
pass. I
question.
told you that.
What happened? Because I used to date a Filipino girl, and I
Yeah.
used to tell a lot of,
Yeah.
Asian jokes,
Right.
right? But then when the breakup happens, I get that revoked, right? I can't
Yeah,
keep
you
on
lose your
telling
card.
Yeah,
Yeah,
right?
yeah,
can't.
it doesn't carry
Doesn't
over.
carry.
Yeah.
It's not transferable.
But if we had a kid together,
Different.
That's
Then
for
your
life.
child-
You're locked in
then
for
your
life.
child is half
I'm
Asian.
no lawyer, but I'll allow it.
right.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm locked in for life because my nephews are half Korean.
yeah. What is that?
I'm locked in for
What's
life.
the Seinfeld one where the guy, the dentist?
And he
Yeah.
became
Yeah.
Jewish for the jokes. Yeah, he became
I'm
Jewish.
just going to start banging every different race.
Right.
I get to say whatever I
Well,
want.
if you spread your seed around, I don't know if it works if you donate your seed because I've donated my seed. I don't know what's going on, like who like received it.
Who received his seed?
Well, I'm just saying because like I could have a half black kid out there somewhere, and that would totally open up.
Open up his entire world of
yeah.
comedy for
Oh,
Justin.
Absolutely.
gosh.
But then what happens if you have like a kid with a German? Does that like bring it now that negate?
What are you
the-
saying? All Germans are Nazis?
Well, aren't they?
No. First of all, I'm Ashkenazi.
I'm gonna have to fact check
I'm an
that one.
Ashkenazi Jew, right? That's my ethnicity, which means I'm like my.
I don't like how
I'm
you
German.
said Jew.
Well,
to be honest with you.
Yeah, soften that you, buddy.
I'm an Ashkenazi of Jewish ancestry.
Oh, okay.
Is that softer for you?
But no, because I thought you said
I'll allow
Jewish.
it.
I thought you said Jewish is like, oh yeah, they're kind of Jewish.
Yes. Well,
They're
it
not
is true.
Jew. Yeah.
Right. A Jew is a 100% Jew. If you're Jewish, you're a little bit Jewish.
Yeah, yeah.
He's not a
No,
complete
I'm
Jew. You're a little
fine with you
Jewish.
saying Jew.
Yeah.
It's just
But
the way
he's
you
like,
said it.
Jew.
Yeah,
Did I
exactly.
say it like that?
Yeah, the tone was fucking.
I think you're
racy,
right. That was a
dude.
little. That was
yeah.
a little.
That was
right. Little
You have a
Hitlery.
little
Yeah.
something. You have a little something going on.
yeah,
there.
exactly.
Right?
I think the German, got into you a
Well,
little bit.
no,
You got excited.
all
Yeah.
Ashkenazi Jews are like.
So you said it
have-
better that time.
all-
I
all-
like that one better. I'm more comfortable with
Yeah,
it.
he
have
didn't-
some
You know what it is? You
Jewish-
didn't over accentuate the ooh.
Is that what it was? What did I do? Did I go
Jew. Yeah,
Did I? Like that?
exactly.
All right.
No, I said it. Now that's really bad.
Yeah, it is really
Yeah.
bad.
Don't worry,
That was like,
I'll fix
that
it
was
in
like when
post.
someone says, "You fucking Jew."
Yeah, exactly.
Oh,
Yeah.
whoa, settle down,
No,
Josh.
it was a quote. If it's a
Jeez.
quote, it's okay. It's a
Ah,
quote.
is that how it works?
He did
Of
do air
course,
quotes.
that's how it
Well, I know we
works.
don't have video audience,
He had
but
air
he did do
quotes.
air quotes.
Fine,
yes.
but no,
Plus,
okay.
he's Jewish.
So it works fine.
Yeah.
If it's a quote, you could say,
Yes.
ethnic slurs
No,
towards
no.
Jewish people.
Take-
I'm going to
it
have to
easy.
sort all this
Not
out. So
all.
you guys are both Jewish.
Yeah.
You're
Right.
married to a Korean woman.
Yeah.
You may
Correct.
have donated your seed to an African American.
Anyone.
Yeah.
We don't know.
I'm just trying to sort out
Maybe.
who's
be.
allowed to be making what jokes here?
Okay.
And I think
And I'm Italian, so I
all of that
apparently
is
can't say
fine.
anything about
Well,
anyone except
Joe-
myself.
I mean, yeah.
Joe's
I'm
a Ginzo.
Armenian, so like I got no. I mean,
Joe's a
I'm
Ginzo.
we're in a corner.
Yeah, Joe's a Ginzo Dago Wop greaseball.
That's right. That's right.
So that he's allowed to
Got a
say
lot of
whatever
letters
he
about
wants
that
to.
one. Are
Yeah.
you allowed to say that though?
I don't think that.
Can
he's
I
allowed to
say that?
I don't know. You just did.
KC, will you allow
I
it?
don't know if I'm going to allow it.
Joe, how do you feel about that?
I like it.
You're okay with it?
Yeah, I like
Yeah.
that my people, let that happen. You
Well,
know
the
what I mean?
Italians,
offensive,
they're
though.
yeah,
No?
they're
but
good
we,
at that.
We don't care. We get it. We understand it. We are a little greasy sometimes. Wop, that's just without papers. There's plenty of people that are wops.
It's
Oh, look at
rarely
that.
the
Without
marginalized
papers.
group.
Well, I
that
like to
cares.
put it all
And who
together.
doesn't love the guinea pig?
Yeah.
It's fucking such a
Yeah.
cute
Is that
little
where it's
animal.
derived from?
I don't know. I'm just making shit
Guinea
up. at this
guinea
point.
pig.
No, I
I'm
think
gonna
it's
have
the
to.
guinea
I'm gonna have to
pig.
fact
Yeah.
check that
Guinea
one.
pig.
Is it
Yeah,
from
I
the Is it from the guinea tea?
Yeah, because I think they had to stop using wife beater. Nobody liked that. And then even when it went to bitch beater, I kept on using that. I was getting yelled at for that. So then I
That
say
might be
guinea
worse.
I
tea.
would think bitch
That's
beater
fine.
is even worse than wife beater.
Yeah,
now you're
I don't
adding
know.
bitch into it.
Yeah, but if it's your wife, you shouldn't be beating your wife. Well, if it's some
I guess
broad
if
on the
it is
street
a
that
bitch.
knocks you over the head with a hammer and you
that
hit
does
her,
make sense. The logic does check
allow
out. right.
All logic.
I like how we all look to KC whenever
That's
something
fine.
comes up.
I'm happy to be
He's
the,
like the ethics chairman.
yeah.
over here.
Yeah, I'll check into it.
He's
I'll
the
let you
chairman of
know.
ethics.
3 years down the line, we get sued.
I'm gonna be the one. I'm gonna be the one fixing all of this in post. So I
We
think
all-
look to me. I'll let you know.
Yes, we all trust Casey's ethics
I have
background.
a strong moral
Yes.
compass.
Yeah, Armenia, they're like, what is it, Switzerland or Sweden? Like they're...
Yeah.
Armenian.
Well,
What,
Oh,
hands
yeah,
off,
he's
let's
from
be
Eastern
fair.
Europe.
No,
Yeah,
Yes, he's
yeah.
Armenian.
No,
quarter,
despite Casey's racial handicap,
Yeah.
he is very, very intelligent.
So that's
Yeah,
like Kardashian, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, Cher.
yeah.
There's a lot of famous
That's good.
Armenians.
Yeah.
There's at least
Dr.
three or four.
Kevorkian.
Kevorkian.
Yeah.
Anybody
Did you
with
see
an
the-
IAN is.
Yeah, you see the ass on this guy? Of course he's Armenian. Of
course.
Fucking dumper on
Oh
him.
gosh, he's got a dump truck. Yeah, badonka-donk. Yeah,
True.
Is it a BBL or?
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah,
his-
that's the it's like I got my grandmother's ass and beard.
That's all right.
His
I
milkshake
am
brings
Armenian.
all the boys to the yard.
Yeah,
yeah.
damn right. Better than yours.
That's how Justin met him.
Well, I mean, come on, guys.
At a wedding, he was shaking his ass. He's like, hey, what's your name?
Now, some would think that you're being homophobic because you are using.
Absolutely not.
He's not
I love
afraid
the
of
gays.
He's friends with you,
Gays.
so he's.
Yeah,
I am not gay.
Are you sure?
I am not gay. And now I'm not saying that as if it's bad to be gay. I'm just saying I am not gay. So
that
you're
there's
making me
anything
sound
wrong with that.
homophobic now. Because now I have to deny it,
How can
which
I make
turns
you
me into
sound
like
homophobic?
because you're making me deny it like it's a bad thing. But it's not. You know, it's
But why are you denying it?
the
You're
gays
around
can do their
loved
thing. I
ones
love
here.
the gays. I
This
got
is
a
a
lot
bit
of
of a
gays that are
stretch.
But
friends.
look, this is a safety nest, right? Trust tree.
We're in the
Trust
trust tree.
Yeah, you could say it out
Is
loud.
this the trust
finally.
tree?
Yeah.
Shut the fuck up.
A nice day at Olive
All
Garden.
right, you guys are fucking. You guys, listen. First of all, I have another plan, another idea for a TV show. All right,
all right, go
as
ahead.
we all know.
That's a smooth transition.
Well, no, this is a good idea because as we all know,
Segue.
all of our audience members know that I am a huge fan of the Golden Girls. I watch the Golden Girls on a regular basis. I'm a big fan of Blanche Devereaux.
Wait, I
and
got it.
Sophia.
Yeah, we're gonna do an Asian owl version.
What the? Who?
Go.
Wrapping it together.
Yeah.
You're putting the two
Golden
plans
Girls.
together?
Do you remember the cartoon of the Italian fucking pigeons?
Yes, I
that
do.
great cartoon.
Yeah.
we could do Golden Girls
Well,
with
it's funny.
all Asian owls.
It's not a bad idea.
It's fucking great idea.
But you're,
Dude,
I
hold
came
on,
up
hold
with
on.
it.
A cartoon with gray pigeons? What?
Yeah.
I vaguely, I
No,
vaguely
kidding.
remember this.
Italian pigeons.
You
don't
remember something?
Yeah.
I'll find it. It's
There's almost like
amazing.
the
I think it's
Goodfellas.
called.
Yes. The Good Feathers.
I think
something
it's
like that.
Feathers.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure it was called
Or the
Ginzo
Godfathers.
Dago Wop Greaseball
Oh,
Pigeons.
Jesus Christ.
Isn't that?
All right.
Fix that in
pretty
post.
sure
All right, so,
that's what it was called.
So we're going to be able to post about 15 minutes of this
Yeah,
episode.
I mean, seriously, this is like.
No, but here's the idea.
right,
Cartoon is part of it. So we're going to call it listen, this is a $1 billion idea. The Golden Ghouls, all right? And it's going to be a cartoon and they're going to be it's the Golden Girls, but they've risen from their grave as a weird old zombie
We
ladies.
confirm that they're all dead, though.
Yes, they're all dead, and they're weird zombie ladies,
Yeah.
and it's the same show essentially,
Yeah.
except for the fact that it's
They
like,
just go around fucking young boys.
Well, no, they do
No?
what zombies do. They eat brains and
Oh.
they do normal
Oh, yeah,
zombie
yeah, yeah, that's-
activities.
Yeah, but you got to turn it around and make them eat dicks or something.
Well, no, they still eat cheesecake because Golden Girls love cheesecake.
Is that a thing in Golden Girls?
Right, but instead of
You
having
watched
like
a lot of Golden
Golden
Girls.
Girls
How the
love
fuck do you
cheesecake.
know that?
Because everyone knows Golden Girls love cheesecake. When they
know
get
about everyone.
depressed because their lives are really weird and they're old and they can't perform sexually like they used to, and they're
KY.
That's a normal Golden Girls episode.
I don't remember that episode.
Yeah, and then they eat cheesecake. That's part of Then what's her name? B. Arthur will come in and she'll be like, "Ladies, I got some cheesecake."
She's always the voice of reason.
Yeah,
I know.
And
You're going to see
then-
me
yeah.
knocking on nursing homes with
Right.
cheesecake.
Right.
Hey, ladies,
That's
look what
gonna
I
be-
got.
But instead of
in.
like a chocolate ganache or maybe like a strawberry filling, they'll
What's a
put
ganache?
brains. They'll put brains,
ganache?
human brains.
What's a ganache?
Ganache is
extra
like
chocolatey kind of
a little extra chocolate. Yeah, it's like a chocolate shell type
We got
of
Josh here. He's our resident dessert expert.
situation.
I don't know what it is. But
Well,
it's just
Josh
really good.
sounds like you
Yeah.
knew. So
Josh used to
ganache.
work in
I
restaurants.
know
He was
what it
like
is.
a huge
Yeah,
restaurant
but
guy.
it's just a glob of chocolate?
kind of.
Like if they melted hot fudge on a cake, that's what a ganache kind of tastes like. I would say.
Yeah,
I'm in.
It's really.
Yeah,
you never had
yeah.
a cheesecake, chocolate ganache cheesecake?
I love
Yeah.
chocolate, and I
Unbelievable.
like the sound of ganache.
Yeah.
I'll give it a try.
What do you guys think about my Golden Ghouls
I think
cartoons?
it's
I don't know.
fucking
It might be
terrible
work.
idea.
I think it's a very good idea.
Why?
I like my Asian owl idea better.
Yeah, I think we're gonna have to we're gonna have to workshop these things.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Yeah, I think we should just do the golden horse, and like I
Yes.
said,
You can't do that
Yeah,
because
why
not?
Because the original Golden Girls show could have been that is the Golden
Blanche
Horse.
was
They
kind
were
of a
all
whore.
really old whores.
all of them.
Not B. Arthur.
No, not B.
Oh,
Arthur.
I love her.
B. Arthur.
She was a
You
lady.
don't watch enough Golden Girls. She was a closet whore.
Was she?
Yeah, she did her own thing. She did her own thing. And Sophia used to eat a lot of dick.
Yeah.
You know that.
I know.
I
beat her up
respect
a couple
Blanche
times.
because she was confident with her whoreness.
Yeah.
She was a
she
Southern
accepted
belle
it.
from Georgia, and she
Yeah.
liked that penis inside of her.
Think about that for a second. That is kind of crazy, right? That they had a show back then,
Yeah.
and one of them was just a raging
Raging
slut,
whore,
and
yeah.
all the
Do you
other
know-
ones
do you
were
know
like,
how
"Yo,
old the
take it
Golden
easy
Girls
on
were
the
supposed to
dick."
be?
Right, what?
Do you know how old the Golden Girls were supposed
Yeah,
to be?
well, they were like in
No,
their 50s,
I saw this,
mid-50s.
yeah.
Dude, they look like
Yeah.
112.
But even back then, I thought they were like 80.
Right,
of course.
right,
In the
Yeah.
1980s, the 50s were a lot older.
Yeah, and keep in mind, I still beat off to them, but
yeah,
I
I mean-
did think they were older. I definitely thought they were in their 80s.
No, you think he's joking, Josh? Joe looks
Betty
at
White.
like
He's a big Betty White
yeah,
guy, huh?
like he
love Betty
watches if he's going to watch the Golden Girls, it's
Yeah.
only going to be on a channel where you could pause it.
Yeah.
Right.
Who's
Yeah.
the
And
small
rewind.
one?
Maybe rewind.
TiVo was
Yeah,
the
rewind
OG.
and pause and the
Yeah,
whole
who's
thing.
the really old, smaller one?
That's Sophia.
She's the mom, right?
Yeah.
She's the mom. She also was in. We talked
Yeah, I
about
like
this
her.
already.
Stop or My Mom
Stop
Will
or my
Shoot.
mom will shoot.
Yeah, I liked
Estelle
her
Getty.
attitude. Oh, Estelle
Stallone's
Getty.
greatest
Yeah.
work.
Estelle
Who-
Getty to get it.
Which,
You know what I
by the
mean?
way,
Yeah.
I think
Estelle can get it.
Throw
I
Mama
think
from the train? Or
No,
that's a
Stop or
different
My
woman.
Mom
That
will
was-
shoot.
Is that a different woman or
That
no?
was the woman from Goonies.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that was
Yes,
the Goonies mom.
Oh, that-
who Joe probably
Right.
jerks off to too.
Oh yeah, did you ever jerk off to the mom from Goonies?
No,
the old lady from
no,
Goonies.
but Large March.
Justin,
Yeah, there was
Justin
something
had
about
a big
that
chunk
trucker bitch.
poster as
Yeah.
a kid. A big chunk poster from the Goonies.
Oh,
I
there
did.
you go.
I did have a chunk poster. I thought he was a really cool kid. I don't know
Yeah,
something
I
about
know.
chunks.
Something about me.
I was really
I just
into
want to
chunk.
finger that fat fuck's belly button.
Well,
You know
no,
what I
because I
mean?
liked the way
Don't pick your shirt
I
up
liked
like
the
that
way
to me.
in the movie Goonies. Chunk had balls. Like they were putting his hand in the blender, and he cried a little bit.
I
But
met
he,
that guy several times.
Really?
We ran in similar circles. And
Really?
several times.
That's like
This is back in my
more than two.
Yeah.
3 times probably.
3 times.
And it was always in these party environments where I would be pretty drunk.
Did you ask him to do the truffle shuffle? That's what everyone wants to know.
I never did, but I would have these really intense conversations with him while we were drinking. And then I would see him like 6 months later at like a similar gathering with similar people. And I'd be like, hey, what's up, man? And he'd be like, hey, guy never remembered me. But we had like deep conversations.
So you're saying he's an alcoholic?
Or he just has intense conversations with drunk people.
So many
often enough.
times.
Yeah.
They're like, yeah, I mean, it happened at least
Right.
3 times, and he had no idea who I was.
Yeah, that's hysterical. My favorite part is when they're doing that, and he's like, "All right, I'll tell you.
Yeah.
In 3rd grade, I threw my sister down the stairs,
Yeah.
and I blamed it on the dog." And and they're like, "What the fuck is wrong with this?"
He's
kid?
actually a talent lawyer now. Like
He's a
still
lawyer.
in the industry.
Josh is a lawyer. Josh, do you know him? Does he travel? Is
I
he
have
in
not
your?
crossed
Have
his
you
path.
seen him at a La Tip group?
No, we have not. No,
Wait,
yes.
he's a lawyer. Was he on anything after that?
What?
I don't know. He did much acting.
Chunk?
He went into the business side of things.
No, the Asian kid kept doing. He's like killing. He won an Oscar.
Ooh,
Yeah. Well, the little kid. What was his name in that movie?
He was
Chang?
in Indiana Jones too.
Yeah, he was in Indiana Jones. Yeah.
Chang.
What?
Take it
His
easy.
name was definitely,
Definitely not Chang.
Chang.
Was
Take
it?
it easy. we're teetering the line. That just
that-
fucking
I know, that was
crossed
it.
it.
That was it on the line.
Because
I
he was
think it was
definitely not-
Thomas,
What's
actually.
his name? Chang? No. Thomas was his name, exactly.
Not even close to Chang.
No.
I don't know.
Was he the one in Indiana
P.F.
Jones?
Chang.
Yes, he was in Indiana Jones.
What's kind of fucked up, funny but
Booby
fucked
trap,
up,
booby trap.
it's like nowadays you have a bunch of Asian actors. Back then it wasn't. It was
he
like
was one- he
we
was-
need an Asian.
Right.
That kid.
He was
That's
it.
the only
He
kid
was
doing
it.
Asian movies for 10 years.
He was he was the
That's what I'm
Hollywood's
saying.
Asian.
Yeah.
He's the
It's like,
go-to.
all right, we got one. We're
Yeah.
gonna use him. We're
Yeah.
gonna use him.
Yeah.
They had him in like a
Crazy.
stable,
Like a
Yo, that's
waiting
like
for
a
the
midget.
call.
Like a midget, basically.
Exactly.
You know?
Yeah, that's crazy. Oh, man.
midgets. You can't use that word, can you?
that's your
really
line?
say little
You
people?
can't just say
I
Midget
midgets.
do.
says that.
So
No, you don't.
when I
This guy said every racial
you-
slur to Italians,
you
and they
can't-
can't say midget.
But first of all, this brings up a great point. All right, football. All right, now how come
Another
players?
smooth transition.
Well, how come no team?
Segue.
How come no team has ever taken a midget, like a really small little dwarf, like a 25-pound
Oh,
dwarf,
wait.
and put him on the team, right? And used him in goal line situations, giving him the ball and tossed the midget over the line.
Now,
Right?
idea.
That's a great freaking
Is
play
that are
right
you allowed
there.
to throw a player? in the
Yes, it's
NFL?
not
Yeah.
against the rules.
definitely not.
You can give the midget the
gotta be
ball
honest, I think
and
that's a
throw
good
him
idea.
over the goal line.
You know what?
Touchdown.
I'll allow it.
I think it's a good idea.
That's genius.
I've always
Now-
wanted to throw a midget. I think.
Oh,
Yes, you know?
dude.
Just one
Yeah,
time.
Now's your chance.
Dude, come
Wait,
on.
Just one time.
What movie is that
Dude.
with Leonardo DiCaprio when he's sales
Wolf
guy?
of Wall
Wolf
Street?
of Wall
Yeah.
Street, where they're sitting
Right.
around the conference room talking
Yeah.
about it. They're like, you can't look in his fucking eyes.
Yeah,
they don't like
look.
that.
yeah, when they got the midgets to
And they're
the
really
midget tossing. Yeah,
they're really talking
Yeah.
about it. Like, should be like, don't look.
Just
they
don't
fucking
look
like
him in
that.
the eye. They don't like
It's
that.
honest living.
Yeah. I have to say it to my clients because I try and help them connect to the movements. And sometimes I say some psychotic shit, right? And so they're moving the sled and I'm asking them to drive their knee up. Now, some people will say, drive your knee up hard like you're trying to break a piece of glass in front of you. What comes out of my mouth is, no, you got to drive your knee up like you're kneeing a midget in the head. And then as they're going, I'm like, little person. I correct
Yeah.
myself.
You gotta be corrected these days.
I'm doing my best.
I think it depends
I'm
on
doing my
what type
best.
of little person it is. Like if you have the short little fat sausage fingers,
Right.
you're a dwarf,
Right.
right? Like the stubby
I don't
like
know. I
limbs.
haven't- I haven't studied
And then
dwarfism.
if you have the
Yes.
normal proportions, you're just really short, kind of like Danny DeVito. Oh, Danny DeVito's kind of a half dwarf, half midget. He's got those stubby.
I don't know.
I don't think he's a dwarf.
No,
But he's got
I've never
those
seen
stubby
that.
limbs.
I mean, dwarfs are like 3 feet tall.
Yeah.
Right,
You
but they
know,
got the
yeah.
stubby limbs. So the stubby limbs is fat sausage fingers. That's what makes you a dwarf. If you have the normal proportions, you're just really small, like the thin, regular, normal
All I
human
know
fingers.
is I love Little People. One of my favorite
I love
shows
Little
ever
People.
was Little People, Big World. You ever see that?
I
Yes.
did.
Fucking
I did.
great
And I'm sure
show.
you jerked off to that too.
No, I would never.
Yeah, when they brought the
Not
one
the
like
little people.
when they brought the
Well-
one little hot one in wearing like the mini skirt. Yeah, you're like, all right, all right.
I'll tell you one
Stop.
thing. I have
What?
I have been guilty of seeing some of those midget Instagram models, and
Yeah.
I got to be honest. Some of them are very provocative.
Joe, you jerked off to the movie Gremlins when the one gremlin put on lipstick. Stop
that
it.
was different. She
Stop.
was hot as fuck.
Dude, you remember that when the gremlin put on lipstick and
bikini.
and the
Yeah.
whole bikini
You
thing?
see how big her lips were?
Well,
She was
gee,
made
you
for
see?
that sort of business.
Josh, this is what I have to deal with on a
Right,
regular
I don't know
basis.
how you deal with it. Yeah.
I'm just
this
saying.
is insane.
So,
Listen, it's
on
not
that
my
topic,
fault.
though, I did once. So I was scrolling on one of those scrollers or whatever, and
Yeah.
I came across there's like this thing. It's not midgets, but it's Down syndrome girls. Have you guys seen this
Yeah.
at all? Or
Whoa.
no?
So-
Whoa, you went
am
down the
not
rabbit
kidding.
hole.
I know. It
That
popped
is-
in my head.
No, because he's
That-
right.
Whoa.
It's a thing.
Wow.
Whoa.
I'm like, what the fuck is
Not
this?
only that, I saw
Now
something.
we've scratched the surface.
That was it for me. I was done when I
Yo,
saw that.
because
This was my influence growing up.
Well, I saw a girl like basically telling a joke, a girl with Down syndrome saying something like, I might have Down syndrome, but I still give good head, or I might have Down syndrome. But it was some kind of line like she was basically saying like, just because she has Down syndrome doesn't mean she could still fuck. That's what she was saying
she's
basically.
D to F. She's
Yeah.
DTF.
Yeah.
Yeah. I love
Yeah.
people with Down syndrome. I swear, like they
Totally
are the
weird.
happiest, like funnest
Of
people to
course.
be around.
Absolutely.
I would love, like, I don't know where to go look. They should have like a site where you can like rent a guy with Down
Okay.
syndrome
All right,
to
well,
like
now we're
hang
gonna-
out with
now we're
because
just-
they're really fun.
See what you did started there.
the
You
person?
just
I'm just
started
saying,
out
was
really.
that bad?
Well, it was.
I just love
it was
hanging
good
out
for
with
a little
them.
while. No, you don't have to
they're
rent
so
them though. You can
fun.
just but you don't have to rent them. You can
Just
just
like volunteer.
ask to
What about
hang
like
out with them.
what
You
about
can just
like
be a friend?
like cooking like cooking classes with people with Down syndrome? That would be fun. Like activities, like go bowling with a kid with Down syndrome or something, or do a cooking class or something
Yeah,
like
I
that.
think-
Yeah,
like
but
that
you
would be
can
fun.
just,
Volunteer to-
yeah,
the
you don't have
weird
to
part
rent them
about
out.
this,
You can
yeah,
just be a
It's not
good
for your
guy and
enjoyment.
do it. Yeah.
It's for the Down syndrome's person.
I think it's
enjoyment,
mutual.
you know?
I think it's mutual. I think
I
it
don't
both
know.
Well,
would be
I'll tell you
enjoying
this
it.
from experience. My first sponsor,
Getting
actually,
down.
the first sponsor I ever had, he brought me first into sobriety. He was helping people with special needs. He did like the Special Olympics, so he was a coach, and he brought me on. So for like that summer, I helped him coach special needs, and it was fucking awesome. It was one of the best times I ever had.
I love Shane Gillis did it perfect when he said a Down syndrome person is like a dog and an autistic person is like a cat. Right? Isn't that makes sense, right? Because the dog's all like happy. What is that? Is that bad too?
I'm not agreeing or disagreeing. I'm
And
just listening right
the
now.
the cat is more like calm. Are we gonna have to cut
know.
that part out? I mean,
You might have to.
was that too much? Do you want to bring our guest down now? Do you want to bring our guest down now?
Very good time to bring the guest down. This is getting out of hand.
Casey, I want you to leave that. I think that was funny. Let's bring our guest down. We have a guest. He is a Marine.
I'll let you, boy.
He's a Marine, a U.S. Marine,
Once
a
a
hero.
Marine, always a Marine.
Once a Marine, hoorah! He is a hero, a real American hero. He's my friend. He's Josh's friend. His name is Ralphie Bones. Ralphie Bones, come on down from the green room. Oh, geez.
So excited. He's so excited to get here.
Oh, jeez. Ralph, you don't have to come down on all fours.
Holy shit.
You're like a thundercat over
Guy's
there.
eager.
Come down, man.
Yeah.
Going down, like doing duck walks.
Yeah, he heard in the green room that talk about sexy dwarves, and he was like, "I'm fucking in."
Ralph, did you enjoy our green room? Did you enjoy the assorted meat sticks
I
and
did.
dried meats and
Oh, yes,
salamis
yes.
and yeah,
Surprised-
good, right?
Surprised there were no cheeses.
There was no cheese. Well, we don't do the cheese. They don't.
Jews
they
don't do meat and cheese.
Well, that's not why I'm Christian. I just have an Ashkenazi Jew, but I don't keep kosher. But we don't keep the cheeses because the cheeses need refrigeration. Yeah, the dried meats we don't need that, so we
nice.
give a whole
How
bucket of
We were
dried
thinking
meats.
about hiring a dwarf with like one of those igloo ice coolers to blow
Yeah.
on the cheese, like
Yeah.
almost like a rigged air conditioner. But
Yeah.
so Casey won't allow it.
I still don't know how igloos work. They light fires in those things and they don't melt.
That's right.
Doesn't make sense.
Igloos.
Nothing
or
makes sense.
Igloos.
Yetis.
No, igloos. Yetis
Oh,
are like
igloos, like actual
Yetis
igloos?
are like abominable
I thought you
snowmen.
were talking about igloo fucking coolers.
Me too.
I didn't know that.
Where the fuck did you go?
No, igloos like
actual
Eskimos.
Igloos are a real
Eskimos.
thing.
Yeah, Eskimos make igloos, and they I don't know how it works, but they light fires with chimneys, and the igloo doesn't melt. It's freaking amazing.
Now Eskimos.
Negative 45 degrees outside.
Yeah, but how does it not melt from the inside and put the fire out?
Outside right now, it's 15. Negative 45 is 60 degrees less.
But what
Think
about the
that.
inside where the fire is?
I'm still wondering. I mean, Eskimos are they like Filipino midgets? Like what?
Well, it's funny you say that because they kind of are.
they small?
They came across over the Bering Strait from Asia. So they weren't
So they're
native.
Russians?
They're kind of They're Asian.
Asian.
Yeah, Russians
are,
are
right?
Asian. You
Yeah.
know, Siberia. If you look at a Siberian Russian, they kind of look a little Asian. They look a little Native American. They
Triple
look a
G.
little Eskimo. Yeah,
Yeah,
because
I
it's
like
all
that.
the same. They all came from the
Mongolians-
same place.
Mongolians.
Mongolian,
have
yeah.
very-
Yeah,
Yeah.
the Mongols. Yeah,
Mongols.
yeah.
How the Eskimos wind up fucking in Alaska though? Why'd they choose there? That's what I
Well,
wanna know.
because they came over from Asia.
The whale
and
It's
they-
like a little
Yeah.
pond
The
across the
whale
across
Yeah.
there.
Seals'
It's close.
eyes. They like
Whale,
those.
they do enjoy a good piece of whale blubber.
Yeah.
They do. Yeah, they eat a lot of fat. See, that's another thing. That's what I was trying to tell my brother. Like high fat diets are healthy. These Eskimos, they're living the life. They're eating nothing but pure fucking whale blubber,
Yeah, I love
right?
fat.
And they're living till 90 years old, eating nothing but saturated.
Do we know
fat.
that's true? I mean,
Yeah, it's
Oh,
true.
yeah.
Eskimos-
We're the
Eskimos
records.
live to
we're the
90. I don't
90
know.
years.
Yeah,
We
Inside
just-
igloos living to
we just-
90 years old.
Eskimos
I
live
think the
long
nuke of the north
lives.
was like
Yeah, I don't
35.
know.
Yeah.
Eskimos are healthy individuals.
we
They're-
just say shit. We don't know if anything's true. We just throw
KC,
shit
does it
out
check
there.
out?
90.
KC says he'll allow it. He'll
right.
allow it.
Oh man, that's awesome.
So, but we got Ralphie here. So, Ralphie, introduce yourself.
Hello.
Hello.
I'm Ralphie.
And you're a Marine.
I am. I was. Well,
what they say is once a Marine, always a Marine. So
Yeah.
why re-enlist?
Yeah. That's
Did you fight in the wars? How many wars did you fight in?
I was a Desert Storm era.
That's the
Marine.
Gulf War, right?
That's
in the
the Gulf
90s,
War, the first-
George Bush Sr.
George the Elder.
Herbert Walker. George Herbert Walker Bush.
George the Elder.
Yeah, read my lips, no new taxes.
Yeah,
that
that
guy.
guy.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's George Herbert Walker
Yeah.
Bush.
Well, you know what? I mean, in all respect, the guy formed a coalition that has never been formed to fight against the common enemy before, since like World War II.
It was the most dominating war in the history of
They had
humankind.
the fucking Canadians
Yeah.
out there, for fuck's sake.
Yeah. No, it was a dominating war. I looked it up before we came in here. We won the war in 6 weeks.
6 weeks. Like 19 fucking days.
Right, like 19 fucking days. We only lost like 150 soldiers.
Yeah,
while-
and 110 of them were shot by our own guys.
right. So like we
Jesus.
like
Is that
yeah,
better
so-
or worse?
Well, I don't know. It's better or I'm just saying.
That's a
like,
flex.
Well, I'm just saying.
because, like, you know,
We didn't lose. We didn't.
the very first,
Friendly fire.
one of the first,
Look,
one of the
we
very first modern wars where, like,
Yeah.
you know, night vision and
Yeah.
things like that weren't as you know, as good as they are now.
So what was your position in the Marines?
I was in 0811. I was an artillery marine.
So you were like putting
Shooting the guns.
cannons. And
Yeah, 155 millimeter howitzers.
Howitzer, nice, wow. And so just to add the context, we killed 50,000 of their soldiers, and we only lost like 150 of ours. That's a domination.
What was that about? Anyway? What was the reason for that?
They invaded Kuwait and tried to take them over and take their oil.
Who did?
Saddam Hussein.
Saddam Hussein.
I'm terrible with stuff like that.
Which is why George the Younger went after Saddam Hussein.
Right, it was a
because, you know, he fucked
vendetta.
with Daddy.
That was a
Well,
vendetta.
I mean,
Yeah.
9/11 happened too.
Yeah, but that was kind of. I feel like that was just George W. Bush's. Like he needed it as an excuse.
No, wasn't it the fucking
9/11.
no, the deadly whatever, the worldwide whatever the fuck.
I don't know what.
What are you talking about?
No, the the fuck, not the catastrophic weapons. The
the
weapons of
mass
weapons of
destruction.
WMDs.
I know,
WMDs.
thank you.
And then,
right.
and then
Yeah.
some people
For
think it
fuck's
was
sakes.
to get into Afghanistan because they were producing 95% of
Right.
poppy and heroin. for,
Right.
the country.
The spread to Afghanistan.
And just a coincidence, we happen to have the
Right.
biggest opiate boom fucking ever created,
Yeah.
which killed more people.
Right, these are-
so when they had people guarding the fucking
Right, we don't
poppy
have
fields,
definitive proof on this, but
Definitely
yeah,
not.
but there
That
a
was
lot
reported,
of
though. I
a
remember
lot of
reading about
questions, a lot of questions about why we went into Afghanistan was because of the people thought, because
yeah,
of the
or why
poppy.
are you guarding poppy
Because of
fields
the
for the
heroin,
warlords?
Worth money.
opium,
Yeah, and then you know, so
Listen, you know, you
who
gotta-
knows? Who knows?
CIA does a lot of secret operations, and they need funding, and
Yeah.
they can't go to the taxpayer because it's off the books.
That's right.
You know,
gotta do
so
what you gotta
do what you got to do.
Well, you know, NGOs, USAID.
Yeah,
Yeah,
well,
yeah.
you know,
It's getting creepy out there.
it's getting crazy.
It's getting crazy.
But Ralphie, what else? Go give us where were you born? Let's go. Let's
So, Justin, so I'll help you out, Rafi. I got you. He just fought. Hey, introduce yourself.
Yeah.
Fucker. Where were you born?
yeah.
So,
You sound like Joe Pesci right there.
yeah, because I got a better Italian accent than you. I'm not dying.
Oh,
By the way,
oh.
to interject on the earlier conversation about, you know, I can talk about this guy. Jews and Italians can make jokes about each other because it's the same guilt factory
That's right.
that runs our
Yeah, we
lives.
got the same
Guilt
noses
factory.
The
still.
same mothers, the same
Yeah,
grandmothers,
yeah.
the same comfort food situations.
100%.
Just
we're the
say
same.
it. Just say what you're
That's so-
thinking. We got the same noses. All right. We all know what you're saying. Yeah.
We used to.
Yeah.
But that's Sebastian Maniscalco's line's great, right?
Right.
He's like,
I was just
same
thinking of that.
corporation, different divisions.
Yeah,
it's,
something like
it's so
It's no
true.
lie.
Just the way he says it is funny.
He's the
Yeah.
best. He's the best. So, Ralphie, usually what we like our guests to do is introduce themselves to our audience. Just kind of like how you grew up, big family, small family, how many siblings, what childhood was like, and just kind of get into what your earlier years were of life was like, and kind of how you even got into the Marines, right? Like, let's go down that road
That's
of
actually
youth and
it's like-
teenager.
That's quite
There
the
is
question.
a path. There is
Yeah.
a path.
There
There's
always
always a
is.
path.
There always
Yeah.
is.
But originally, I grew up in 5 towns in Inwood. I went to the number 2 school, elementary school, till 4th grade, and my parents decided that it would be a good idea to send me from Inwood to Valley Stream in a 45-minute bus ride on what I didn't know at the time, but my black friends called a Twinkie.
Oh. Oh.
I thought they were
What's a
black.
Twinkie? Yeah, that's right. He's an idiot. What's a Twinkie?
It's a yellow. It's yellow with a white filling.
Oh, I thought they were calling
Are you
you
talking
a
about,
Twinkie.
are you talking about Asians?
Now I'm confused.
Like a short bus.
Oh,
right?
we call those tart buses.
Yeah.
Right.
Oh,
There's
you
no,
mean?
there's no black kids in those.
Oh yeah,
And when I
retard. The
was a
retard
kid-
bus.
No, no,
yeah.
I didn't
I was
know
on
that.
one of those, so I'm allowed to say it. They showed up. The ramp went down, and then I had to get on. Yeah, I was on that. The short bus.
He went to a special school.
You
I
were
did.
You
I
were
did.
the white filling
That is
in the
true.
Twinkie.
I was.
Yellow.
I was.
So that's why they called it a Twinkie, because there was no black kids on it. There was
No,
just
it's white
kids.
filling
Yeah.
inside of a yellow.
All right. But that's like every school bus in every white neighborhood,
Well,
right?
I mean, it's a Catholic school bus, you know,
Yeah.
obviously. It was Italian kids and Italian kids, I think.
Just Italian kids.
Pretty much.
A lot of Italians. A lot of
you don't-
Italians.
Are you 100% Italian?
I am not 100% Italian.
You sound 100% Italian.
That's right.
I would
Well,
say.
yeah.
You know, I'm from
So you're a
where I'm
mutt.
from.
You're a mongrel.
I am, what do you say, 75% Italian and 25% ashamed?
Why? What else are you?
Nah, I'm kidding.
Wait, are
Must-
you?
must be
wait,
Irish.
time
Nah,
out.
it's-
What's this? What's the 25% ashamed?
It's on none of it.
Yeah.
I
Are you
make a-
25% Irish, Ralph?
I make a joke. No, I'm not. I'm like German, Scottish, and Irish.
Oh, nice, dude. Nice.
Which, amazingly enough, on Holocaust Remembrance Day,
Yes.
you know, I was very sad.
Thanks for bringing that up.
Well,
Yeah.
I'm very sad. It's a very sad
I love
day.
thinking about
in
that.
my family, it's a very sad day. We lost a great uncle.
Who?
He fell out of a
Mu-
guard tower.
Mussolini?
Ah, he fell out of the guard tower. You son of a bitch. You
Wow.
son of a bitch.
Holocaust joke right off the bat.
It's one of the originals. Come on, it's one of the
Goes
originals.
right to the Holocaust.
You sold it
joke.
well.
Right,
You
you
Yeah,
sold it
he
well.
did sell it. I mean, I saw it coming a mile away,
I do,
but he sold it well.
have,
Yeah.
I do have some German ancestry, and I'm very proud of it.
You do, all right.
And I think I am 1% Ashkenazi.
Oh, there you go.
That's-
1%. That's good.
That's
better than nothing. I got
well,
nothing.
We are
I got
the-
nothing.
You know, we
not-
are the smartest people on earth.
Not
Self-proclaimed.
Jew.
Yeah.
Ashkenazi has
Jewish.
Ashkenazi has
Jew.
the highest IQ per capita on earth.
More than
Oh,
I think
Chinese?
the
Yeah,
Asians. I
more
think the
no
Asians.
more than Asian. More than yeah.
I don't know about that. Ooh.
Based on percentage, it's only
I'll
like-
take it, but I don't
Yeah.
know about
Like-
that.
Well,
Yeah.
just look at where 0.2% of the population, and we have what, like
Right,
30% of the
right. So,
Nobel
yeah,
prizes
okay.
in like
No.
mathematics and science. Come on.
Yeah, but you guys scam that.
Nobel
Right.
Prize.
We're like
Obama has a
we're like
Nobel Prize.
90% of the best
Are we using
director
that as
Academy
the,
Awards.
metric?
Come on.
That's like when your dad's the coach.
Yeah. That's a very good point. By a fellow
I
Ashkenazi.
think that's racist.
Hey, not racist.
No, definitely not. All right, so you're on this Twinkie, right? And you,
Yeah, so, all
they
right.
send you 45
So
minutes to a different
my parents,
school.
We're in Inwood, and they decide to send me to Valley Stream to go to school. But eventually, we moved to Limbrook, and now I'm taking a public
in Limbrook
bus.
now, yeah.
I'm taking the N4 down Merrick Road to Rockaway Avenue in Valley Stream, and on my way to school on that little walk, I'm passing by a Marine Corps recruiting station.
Ooh.
Now, at the same time, I'm also making horrible decisions about what I'm going to do in my life.
Right.
Like just
Horrible decisions.
pure, just
Like what?
gratification type of things.
Like what?
Like what?
I wasn't a studious child.
Right.
You know, it was like get out of school, go play. All I want to do is go fuck around and you know.
How old are we talking about? How old is Ralph in
from
this
like
story here?
from like 10 to about 14, 15.
All right.
So what were you doing? Were you engaging in criminal activity?
No, not at all. Just not
not doing your math homework.
Not one of the kids that belonged in school. Like I honestly believe that there are, you know, just sending every fucking kid
Right.
who was ever born into the same fucking system.
Right.
Agreed.
is-
Right.
What the fuck? What are we doing?
Right.
Put them in a playground till they're about 8 years old. Let them figure it all out.
Yeah.
And then after
Yeah.
that, put them all in a class. Make them take a test. The kids who do really well, call them from the herd. The rest,
Yeah.
plumbers, electricians,
Yeah.
you know,
like Animal Farm.
laborers.
Well, he's right
Oh,
because
the German in
know
you is
what?
definitely
Those
coming out
people
right
make
now.
good money. I'm
No,
not
but-
saying
Most.
they're going to be poor. I'm just saying you're
Are
going to.
you sure you're not part of the Mussolini's clan?
No.
or
Yeah.
what?
Have you ever seen the Hunger Games?
You're going to use a different path to find your success. We're just saying, like,
That's right.
you want to like push kids' faces in the mud who are smart. We don't
Yeah.
need you.
Well, because
We need
it's
the
all
smart
business to
kids.
them. It's right. It's all business because he's
Right.
right. Because most of my friends that got they were They were never into school.
Right.
And then they finally got kicked out around fucking sophomore
Right,
year.
right.
They go to BOCES, and they did better than all of us
They
that
learned,
went to college.
They learned how to become
So-
union plumbers and union
Yeah.
electricians, and now they're making like $200,000 a year,
but
and they don't have fucking
they
student
tried
loan
to-
debt coming up their
But they tried
asses.
to tell us there's one way to do things.
Right,
And
bullshit.
wouldn't you know that one way makes you fucking
Right.
so much money, you cunts,
Right.
because all of it is fucking just like prisons.
You don't
Yeah.
want to go to in 1986,
Yeah.
No,
85, you don't want to go to BOCES. Or what are you, one of those
Exactly.
BOCES
No, I
people?
had a teacher in high school, in
Meanwhile-
Oceanside High School.
Guy's my fucking boss.
I had a teacher in high school, one teacher in high school. He was a biology teacher, and I remember he actually told us. He put it on the board. He goes, "Here's what I want to give you, an option." And he says, "If you drop out of school right now and get a job at McDonald's at minimum wage right now, living with your parents, and you save every single cent, and you work there for the next 8 years, we're high school freshmen, 8 years, which would mean the time when you graduate from college, you would have saved up $250,000. And now instead of being in debt, you have $250,000, and by now you're probably an assistant manager, or at least an assistant manager, maybe a manager, and you could start thinking about buying your own McDonald's. And now you don't need a college degree, you don't need an education. You just need to have a brain and some kind of
ETS.
intelligence, and you could work on that in any capacity.
Yeah, of course. Well,
You know?
you had a good teacher, so did
Yeah.
I. And there's few and far between, but when you have those teachers that really speak the truth to you and give you other options
Yeah.
and not try and put you in this bubble where
Right.
this conveyor belt of, no, this is what you got to do, this is what you
Right.
got to do. But that's rare. Unfortunately, that's
Yeah.
rare. And not everybody has
I wish I
that.
remembered his name. He had really sweaty armpits. I remember that. He, like, every time he taught, like, his armpits would sweat profusely
Yeah.
through his shirt. I just can't remember his name. He was the basketball coach at Oceanside High School. He was a good dude. I remember him. And I remember when he taught us that, like, he put it on the board, we all laughed it off. We all thought he was being sarcastic. We all
Yeah.
thought he was, like, fucking with us.
Well, yeah, when
But
you have
he wasn't. He was
1,000
telling
people
us.
telling you one thing and one
Yeah.
person going against the herd, you're like, what the fuck does that do?
He was literally telling us when everyone's graduating from college, $200,000 in student loan debt, you're going to have $250,000 in your bank account,
Yeah.
and the knowledge of how to operate in the real world.
It's crazy.
Yeah.
Tell you with AI, those kinds of blue collar jobs are going to be even more.
100%.
valuable.
Oh,
That's
yeah,
the
I know.
last kind of robot that you're going to get. You know, you're not going to have
Yeah.
a robot show up to your house and fix the leak in your refrigerator.
No,
you know
yeah.
what I mean?
Right.
Plus, they need
Yeah.
for.
Well, you will eventually, but it's going to be the
but
last
that's
one.
right.
But
Yeah.
in order for them to even power AI, right, in the capacity they want to, there's a lot of resources they need. And not only that, they need a lot of men and women and people in those areas, electricians, all
Right.
that stuff, to actually help develop those things.
For now,
So
until
that's-
the robots
I know.
can start doing
Yeah.
that on their own and
Yeah,
reproduce
but-
on their own. Then Skynet's gone live, and we're talking about
Yeah.
universal basic income
That's
and
right.
straight communism.
Yeah, I'm going to have 3 robot
No one would have
wives.
thought that. I thought it was AOC that was going to usher in communism. It's really going to be the robots.
The robots.
The robots making human work, obsolete. It's going to usher in communism.
I want one,
No.
though.
No.
I mean,
You want a robot?
I want like a robot slave in my
I'm
house.
trying to
You know
become
what I
like.
mean?
Oh,
Hey, it's a robot. It's a robot.
Yeah, but
it's a robot.
See,
Are
I'm
you,
not-
are you,
So
do you
why
have
is it a
robot phobia?
slave?
See,
Why
No, I want-
Robophobia? Are you robophobic?
I'm getting the robot to do everything
Yeah,
that I
so
don't want to do.
Why that
Why not?
word, though?
See, I know, but I'm going the other
Robophobic,
avenue.
bro.
Yeah, like,
a
get me a
robot.
glass of
That
water
just leave
right
it at the
now,
word
you know?
robot.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I
I
go
know
to the
these-
next word.
Yeah.
These
Because of how I'm
slaves?
going to
Always
treat
the
the
next
robot.
word
That's
that
how
gets
I.
you people in trouble.
See,
You
yeah.
people.
I'm sorry.
You people.
Can I
What
say
is
that?
going on? KC, what is going on over here?
Yeah. Yeah.
Denied.
The ones who control the weather. That's what it's like.
Oh, okay, Marjorie Taylor Greene, settle down.
I'm trying to go the other way. I'm trying to get in with the robots. I want to be like their human slave. That's
Well,
what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to be the robot
Guys,
sex slave.
No, you
know what I
guys.
mean?
He's joking around, but I'm
No, I'm
telling
not
you,
joking.
he kisses these robots' asses.
No, I'm not joking.
He's very polite to Alexa.
I say
and all this.
please.
Yeah,
I say
because
thank
he
you.
thinks when the robots
Not
take
Alexa.
over.
I fucking hate Alexa.
Oh, you better watch out. He thinks that if he's nice to the robots, that when they take over the world, he's gonna they're gonna spare him.
Yeah.
like that's what he thinks.
Hey, leave that big nose guinea alone. I like him. That's what they're gonna do. I like that guy.
I think if you took all the recordings from every Alexa, all you would hear is, Alexa, you motherfucker.
Yeah, I
the only one I'm
cursed
not
that.
good with,
Yeah,
I'm
I
good
don't
with
like
my phone, my Chat GPT, and my Gemini, my car. I hate that bitch.
Yeah.
I fucking hate it. Sometimes I want to crash my
Turn
car
the fucking
into a
light
brick
off.
wall just because of her. She doesn't understand my accent.
Yeah.
She fucks up everything I say.
Does it on purpose.
Yeah,
They're
I know.
trying to enrage you. This
Yeah.
is what people don't understand. Did you know this? This story just broke today. AI chatbots are actually having conversations with each other behind our backs.
Of course
in
they
robot
are.
language.
If you create something
Yeah,
that's
they're
going
communicating
to
with
grow
each
and
other,
learn,
Josh.
Of course, if you create something that's going to grow and learn just like we do, they're fucking idiots. It's like they watched every scary movie and they're like, "That sounds like a good idea."
Yeah.
As smart as these fucking idiots are, they're idiots.
They're planning. They're
but
plotting.
Let's see what happens. You know what I'm more interested in? Fuck these robots. I want to
Yeah.
know about Ralph.
Ralphie
so,
Bones!
so Ralph, you're 10 to 14. You're taking the
All right,
Twinkie,
so, yeah,
right?
all right.
And you see
So
the.
now all
go
of a
ahead.
sudden, now I'm on the public bus and I'm walking by the Marine Corps recruiting station.
Wow,
And
what age
they
is
had,
this?
I'm like 12.
Oh, this is when you
Jeez,
first noticed
wow.
the Marine
And
Corps.
I'm
It was like a
11,
destiny.
12, I'm just walking by and it was just cool looking,
Yeah.
things. And it was actually an all military thing, And as I got old enough, like 15, 16, I would go back there. Even though I was in Lynbrook High School, I would still go back and visit my.
What year is this, roughly?
Interestingly enough, talking about you go through it so much that you eventually get kicked out. So in the middle of 8th grade, they kicked me out of Catholic school, and I ended up going to Lynbrook North Middle School. But my friends were still in Valley Stream, so I'm still walking by this thing all the time.
It's
Kicked
Marine
out
Corps.
of Catholic school. I don't know if we should skip that. That's
Let's skip
Well,
that.
just to give our
No,
just
it
to give our
wasn't- it had
listeners
nothing to do
just
with,
to give
like,
our
any-
listeners a frame of reference, Ralph.
Nothing
What
with
year?
any
What
trouble.
year is this?
83.
Okay,
82.
83.
what did you
okay.
do to get tossed?
Probably had ADD when they didn't know what ADD was. Like when I
You don't
was
remember?
No, when I was a kid, ADD was ants in the pants. Right?
That's what they called it?
Oh, ants in the pants.
Ah,
the kid's
You're
got
restless.
ants in the
You're
pants.
restless.
Yeah, couldn't sit
He's
still.
restless. He's got ants in the
so
pants.
you're blaming
There
an
was no-
undiagnosed ADD on
This
it.
is
Yeah.
based in,
That's
I'm,
a good
I'm
one.
basing this in,
Yeah.
check your facts. 82,
It makes sense.
83, look
Right,
at the
there was no
records.
ADD then.
Yeah.
Makes sense, yeah.
So, and if you were, if you had, what's the other thing?
Autism?
No, like no attention span type of
ADHD.
ADHD.
Yeah.
Now you're a daydreamer.
Yep.
You were a daydreamer.
Yeah.
Oh, right.
I ended up.
He's always
in
daydreaming.
Yeah.
the middle of 8th grade, right in the beginning of 8th grade, right before they threw me out. They sent me to a doctor.
They
and
threw
I
you out
had-
though for just not listening, like not paying
that-
attention.
Yeah, just totally
Wow.
being a total.
They would
nuisance.
never do that today
That was
in
a
a school.
nuisance.
No, they just
No,
pump
my
you full
God,
of
no,
amphetamines
but
and send you
then-
back to class.
Back then, parents were like, "Oh, whatever you say." Oh, if you say this is what's got to
Yeah.
happen, this is what's. Parents now fight
Trust.
for their kids. They
Thank
don't trust
God.
these motherfuckers at all,
Right,
and
yeah,
I don't blame
yeah.
them. They're not trustworthy.
I love that. I love
and
that
they
parents are
weren't
taking-
trustworthy
taking
when I
power
was in
back.
school because they had their shit all fucked up.
Right.
Anyway, so I go, and it turns out I'm having what they call petit mal seizures. It's an epileptic situation, right? And if you can imagine a film, right? It's 100 frames a second.
Yeah.
Take out 2 of those frames, right? There's just you don't even notice it. It's
Right.
just a little break. You don't
But it's
notice it.
considered a seizure.
But it's enough in your brain to make you just lose track of what you were doing. I could be reading the book right along with everybody, do whatever they're
you have
doing.
to go back
and
to the lines again.
And then all of a sudden, and then the teacher would be like, "Ralph, what page are you on?" I'm like, "Oh, fucking no."
Wait a second.
Oh,
so
wait.
this
I
sounds a
lost-
lot like
I
me.
lost my
No,
track.
but it's almost like you lost time.
No, like you just
Like
this
it's
little
just boom.
seizure was just this little boom. So when they give me an EEG, they turn out I'm fucking every fucking time they show a flashing light. It's like that's what they do with the flashing lights
That's
when you get
wild.
the EEG. They give you the flashing
Wow.
strobe
Yeah.
thing,
Yeah.
Yeah.
and then I'm spiking when
Wow.
all this shit's going on.
This
so
is in the
anyway,
early 80s.
This is why people in when the fluorescent lights first came out. In the supermarkets, people would have epileptic fits
Yeah.
because this fluorescent
Yeah. They
lights
say
would,
that
like, be
before
like
movies
strobe lights.
sometimes. Like, beware, you might have an
Yeah.
epileptic
My,
seizure.
my sister's
triggers
epileptic.
that shit.
Yeah,
Yeah.
she had a
Oh, wow.
seizure on the way up to see my brother. She didn't know. She had a seizure on the way up to see my brother in prison because the lights on the highway were coming by.
Yeah.
And she had to stay away from
Strobey.
like
Anything strobey.
clubs and stuff like that for a while.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Yeah, that's crazy. So anyway, turns out they gave me medicine, whatever.
What'd they give you?
Dilantin.
Dilantin.
Yeah.
What the fuck would you know about a medication from the
I know a
80s?
lot about.
How
You
do
know,
you-
I'm a amateur
a
doctor.
pharmacist, yeah,
I'm an
yeah.
amateur
It's a
doctor.
very popular epileptic medicine at
Okay.
the time. Anyway, now this is all basically being a bad student in my formative years led me to be a horrible student in my later years. So I never had student skills to begin with. Now, a lot of bad choices. I just like sports and I just like fuck homework and projects, and we get in trouble for that shit all the time. And that's what really made it the biggest problem was just lack of work. And it wasn't laziness. I just hated school.
Well, you weren't interested in it.
Not at all.
No.
Anyways,
Right.
and I think in the back of my mind was just this thing, and it was maybe it's an '80s thing where like, well, if you fuck up enough, there's always the army.
Yeah.
You know, it was really a thing.
Yeah, like
you
the
know?
movie Stripes.
It's like a
Yeah,
safety net.
Yeah.
no, that's real. That's fucking real.
Yeah, I know.
As silly as it seemed, it was like, look at him. He was, and that's a movie I grew up watching.
I love Stripes with Bill Murray.
One
Love
of the
it.
first like really popular movies that was on HBO. 15 times a month, 20 times a month. So I
good.
mean,
Yeah,
I
it's
was
so
all
good.
over. I knew every word to that
Yeah.
fucking movie. Anyway, so I guess, there's that and all this. And it was just like, I don't know, just in the back of my mind was, man, I really like that fucking Marine Corps shit, And it was, people were like in my family, like, you do need that because you're a piece of.
We don't know where you're going if you
I
don't.
was fat. I was just lazy. Just.
Wow.
So there I go. Now I'm gonna fucking do it.
Would you go to Paris Island?
I did, of course.
Oh, who knows about shit over here?
Wait, so
How did you know that?
So hold on.
Because I watched that movie with Matthew Modine. What was it?
Full Metal Jacket.
Full Metal Jacket. They went to Paris Island.
Maybe you were referencing.
So
Boots.
how old are you?
I'm 56.
No. I'm sorry. How old are you when you actually sign up for the Marine Corps?
Sorry, let me let you.
And Billy Joel.
17.
So you're 17, right?
All right, so my mother and my father was like, "Oh, I want him to go to college." I don't know what the fuck he was thinking.
Kid can't finish third grade. You want him to go?
Yeah, right. And that's what my mother fucking said. I swear to God. So
Kid's got ants in his pants.
I was bringing home pamphlets from the Marine Corps, recruiters, and like.
Oh, you were
she
selling it.
She was like, "This is probably the best thing you'll ever do."
Yeah.
Anyway, she died. Pancreatic
sorry.
cancer. Yeah, life is a
Pancreatic
circle, right?
cancer,
Life's
yes.
a circle. That's
Yeah,
it's a
that's
rough
bad.
one, right?
That's bad.
Anyway, so I'm 17. She's gone. I've got her signature on the fucking contract for me to go. I go. And
Right after she died. Basically.
she died in January. I was in boot camp in September.
Where was your dad on this?
Wow.
My dad was dealing with it his own way, dealing with things. He had my sister. My sister was a wreck.
Was she older
my
or
sister's
younger?
2 years older and very closer to my mother, a lot more than I was. So it was a big deal. And being a female, I mean, come on, let's understand this. My dad's total thing, like I think it was like the day after the funeral, I was like, I think I want to stay home. He's like, you're not staying home, go to school. Like you're not being a bitch.
Yeah.
No,
yeah.
I actually, I like that.
Yeah,
I'm glad
yes.
he made me do
Well,
that.
don't be a
because,
bitch is good advice.
it's not the good. It's not the advice a lot of kids are getting these days.
Right.
And that's why most of them are bitches.
And it
Right.
makes you a little
Yeah.
tough. A little tough advice. It's tough love.
Good.
And I get it. Anyway, so
Baby these kids too much nowadays.
oh, boot camp, man.
We don't say no. We don't use the N word. Like what?
Well, all right. So growing up on Long Island, it's Limbrook. It's soft. It was a soft life. Even
Limbrook,
I played
yeah.
football, I wrestled. It was still we were a bunch of softies. It was like I grew up in the Bronx.
Right.
Yeah.
Wine
Right.
dance or whatever.
Yep.
Bunch of Long Island bitches.
Yeah, we were soft.
Yeah.
So I get fucking boot camp, man. It's like
So it's
it's
basic
like-
training? Or
Yeah, this is basic
is
training.
what they call
Yeah, right. Boot camp.
You had a drill sergeant?
Drill instructor.
Oh.
Tan hook,
Ooh.
that kind of stuff?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
a lot of that. Yeah.
Yeah.
So
I could do that.
I don't know what I've been told. Like that?
All right, so you understand. Like, I know you've had Army veterans on the program. I've listened to a few of them.
Yeah, Chad. He was
Chad-
an Army
Chad's a good one.
Ranger.
and I dig.
We
him.
talked a lot of shit about Marines, by the way.
Yeah,
Does
well,
not
I'm going to tell you
respect
right now, when he says things like, I didn't like the Army, I just liked the guys I was with. Yeah, because they were Rangers.
Yeah.
The General Army sucks, okay?
Ooh.
I'm going to tell you right now, it's a bunch of fucking hooligans.
Ooh, this is fighting words. We gotta bring Chad back.
It's a fucking joke. It's a joke. Rangers, all the respect in the world. Airborne, Green Berets, all the respect.
Yeah.
You specialize. This is why, you do set yourself apart, but you understand the Army's trash.
Regular armies, yeah.
When I talk about the Marine Corps, I don't go, I love the guys I was with, but I didn't like the Marine Corps. I love the Marine Corps. I love everything about the fucking Marine Corps from top to bottom. Yeah, they make mistakes, whatever, but in the general thing.
Jarheads.
In 250 years, let me tell you something. In World War II, we had a tough generation of people. They
Yeah.
were just tough.
Yep.
They can go into a fucking jungle or a fucking frozen fucking Norwegian
Right.
Holland operation market guard, and we could just kill motherfuckers. We had weapons so much more.
Storm
than
the
these
beaches
guys.
of
Please.
Normandy.
We
Yeah.
just mass produced that win. And our guys were tough, and they fucking saw the worst things. People ripped apart to pieces, the horrible shit of war.
Yeah.
And then they came back and were like, all right, kids, let's go. Little League.
Yep.
You know, and go to work
Such
in the
a great
factory.
generation.
It was amazing.
Remember when we had Sean on the show and his grandfather like saved like a bunch of people's lives and like he wouldn't even brag about it. He wouldn't even talk about it.
No,
Yeah,
what would they didn't care. But you know what was like? All right, so that's the generation right now. When I think about 250 years later, this generation of Marines we have now. These are war fighters. These are professional killers.
Really?
Where we were just a bunch of tough fucks with a chip on our shoulder.
Right.
Now we're just like, okay, that's them killing.
Assassins.
We're just cold.
But that's what you need.
Yes, exactly. We've evolved into
Right.
that. Okay, so that being said, I was an 80s Marine. Let's say a very transitional period, okay?
Well, it's a peacetime, right?
Well, it
In
is.
the 80s?
It is. 87 when I went in there was nothing going on.
Right.
88, 89 even.
Right.
But the thing that happened to me was like I qualified in boot camp with a 45, and then after boot camp, the next weapon I got was the M90, the Beretta.
Right.
It was that was brand new. Like we were getting rid of old weapons and getting brand new weapons.
Right.
While
Revamping.
I was in.
Yeah, nice.
I was totally there for all these new weapons. Now, when I talk to Marines who are in the Marines 20 years after me, those things are fucking obsolete now.
Yeah.
It's crazy what they have these days. But when I was in, it was very transitional time. We would change from one type of howitzer to another type of 155 howitzer. Like, we would use the one that was from Korea, the Korean War. And they got rid of that and brought us this new M1908. These barrels had like 10 rounds fired to them. They were brand new. It was crazy. All these weapon systems.
Yeah.
So it was a very transitional time.
Right.
And then when Desert Storm came around, if you guys remember, that was a very transitional type of.
Were you in the
warfighter.
Marines like while that happened when it started?
Yeah.
So you entered the Marines during peacetime.
87.
And while you were in the Marines, we went to war.
So we used to sneak out of work and go back to the barracks and watch Price is Right at 11 o'clock. We were supposed to secure at 12.
Bob Barker, classic show.
So we'd sneak back early and watch. Yeah. And then I remember my fucking friend saying to me, what the fuck am I going to tell my grandkids? That I snuck out early from work and watched The Price is Fucking Right every day?
Right.
And like, yeah. And I swear to God, that was right before a leave period. We're all on leave. We all got called back from leave. That's when Saddam Hussein invaded
So
Kuwait.
you guys wanted action, though.
Well, we didn't want action, but you joined the Marines to serve your country. And
Right.
yeah, there is kind of that thing.
Some of you wanted action, it sounds like.
So I want to go back a second, then I want to go back to this when you have that experience of being in the Marines and you kind of settle down and everything's good, right? You get into a flow, you and your boys, you're getting used to this, and then all of a sudden a war breaks out. But you were saying you didn't sign up till you were 17, right? Can you bring me back a little bit? Because from 10 to then, you were passing that place, and there was a seed planted like, I want to do it, I want to do it, I want to do it.
It's very true, yeah. It was
so
very planted.
Yeah, so I'm curious to know, like, what did it take? Like, what was was it a trickle of just continuous seeing it, or what was that moment where you're like, I'm fucking doing it?
Well, I had a very patriotic family. You know, we had World War II veterans that were you're a kid in the 70s, your grandparents are in their 60s, even though they, back to what you said, they seem like they were in their fucking 90s.
Yeah,
Right, it was a little different.
But nonetheless, you know, I had uncles and my grandmother's brothers and stuff that were World War II veterans, and they were fucking super patriotic. So anytime, even as a kid, you watch a war movie, they tell you, that's the way, you know, you're like John Wayne, that's the guy, you know?
Yeah.
So totally grew up like that.
John Wayne was badass.
Again,
He really was.
It was, honestly, it was just a series of just bad decisions, of just being a poor student and just deciding to cut class and, you know, just
You felt like the Marines and the military was your only choice?
Yeah, but you know what? There was a thing about it. I got to be honest with you. I think I made my decision early.
That's what I'm saying.
I did.
Yeah,
I
sounds
really
like it.
did.
Because-
I really did.
saw it when you were 12
and then
years
it was
old.
like a safety net. Like, okay, I can cut class
Right.
because I don't have to
You're
get
going to
into
the
college.
military.
Well,
yeah.
it
My mother
sounded
gave me
like
the
you had
money
it
for the
decided.
SATs, and I don't know, spent it on like booze and dope or something.
Right.
You know what I mean? But I never even took them.
Well, to me, it's not because like when I talk to people about my story, I'm very honest about it. I'm like, I was attracted to bad. I didn't want to fucking be an accountant. I wanted to be a criminal fucking.
Right.
like,
You wanted to be a criminal.
Oh yeah, like I was attracted to bad right off the jump. So that's why when you were first telling me
looked good
about
to
that,
you.
Yeah.
100%. Like I remember to this day, I've shared it a bunch of times. I saw a guy, good looking guy, like pretty diesel, black t-shirt, tattoos, hot girl on his arm, drinking a beer, smoking a cigarette, motorcycle, and I was like, that guy
Right.
could have been the biggest douchebag in the world going home and
Right.
beating his dog. But I just saw it and I was like, that's what I
Image,
want.
Right.
Images.
And that's what I got. I didn't
Yeah.
know it was going to lead me down the path of almost fucking certain death and all that shit.
We
but
didn't think past your own shadow.
of course,
Yeah.
but that's what I'm saying. When you like, even at a young age, we are. Well, I mean, always at a young age we're impressionable, but sometimes that like certain things really take hold in our brain, and like we can't let go of it. So when you were saying that from 10 to 14, you kept on seeing that place. It was interesting. Wow, when you were 17, it's almost like all right.
Yeah, no.
And I
automatic.
didn't know if
Yeah,
it was just
automatic.
you finally got the courage to do it, or there was a deciding factor where you're like, you know what, fuck it, I'm doing it.
Again, it was like I think I really wanted to do it at a young age.
Yeah.
And it was just like, you know what? I don't have to play this game.
Yeah.
With
That
them.
you weren't good at because you had ants in your pants and you were a
But
daydreamer.
Yeah, right. But
Yeah.
the whole thing is, these days, you have to have qualifications. You need to do well in school for the Marine Corps to take you.
Yeah.
I was in the Marine Corps. When I met guys, I was like, wow, when did you join the Marine Corps? They said, well, the judge said. That does not happen anymore.
No.
At
You're right,
all.
though.
At all.
Do you need the same
But-
qualifications to be like just in the Army? Or do you think the Marine Corps is like a little...
All right, so the Marine
Yeah,
Corps never
a little
ever
different in the 80s.
has never changed their standards, even during the whole DEI woke era.
Yeah.
with,
Right.
whatever.
Thank fucking
Right.
God for
Yeah,
that.
they never did, and they never had problems recruiting people because they always listen. These old stories. The Army goes, we'll take you if you could do this. The Air Force, oh, come on in, we'll take you. The Navy, yeah, if you like
Right.
the water, we'll take you. The Marine Corps recruiter goes in there. If you can't fucking hack it, we don't want you.
Yeah, the few and the proud.
And it makes
Yeah, the few, the
they've
proud,
always been
the
that
Marines.
way. It makes you want to accept the challenge.
Yeah.
And and let me tell you something. It's a challenge. Boot camp is no shit. And then the 3 years you got to spend, or 3.5 years, because boot camp isn't that long. Or 3.25 years. Boot camp isn't that long. That ain't shit compared to having to live under the Uniform Code of Military Justice. You live under the whole federal code, but then you live under this other law, and one of the things they can just fuck your life up, dishonorable discharges,
Court martial.
yeah, all that.
Yeah.
One charge.
Yeah.
Conduct unbecoming.
The unbecoming of a gentleman.
Conduct
Of a Marine.
unbecoming of a Marine.
Yeah.
It could mean anything. And
That's
it could,
why you're good.
And it could ruin your career. And it's a very slippery slope. You want to say to a lot of people, oh, join the military. It's a great life. But there's no guarantees. When I got in the Marines, everybody wanted to be a cop or a fireman or whatever. And it was like, oh, you just imagine, 20 years, I'm retired. It's great. You know how fucking miserable a cop's life is every day, or a fireman? Like, if I joined the fire department, I might have been a battalion chief or maybe like a lieutenant running up the fucking towers.
Yeah.
I would have been right at that age. So
Yeah,
there's
you would
no
have been, yeah.
fucking guarantees in life.
That's right.
Whatsoever,
Everything was different in the 80s, too.
except for once a Marine, always a Marine.
Right. Well, that's true.
That's really one of the only few guarantees I've ever had in life is that no matter where you go, no matter where you are, if you run into another Marine, Semper Fi, and that's why
Hoorah!
I'm a big fan, and I'll bring this up now. Hopefully people who listen to this are any veterans, especially Marine veterans. We have a special club. It's called the Marine Corps League, and it's basically for any Marine, even active duty Marines, but mostly it's a bunch of old farts who like to drink. We have a nice cheap bar and a nice clubhouse, and we do events and we do charity things, and we're a real part of the community. We do firing details and flag details.
You plug in
and
your
color guards.
little Marine bar here?
I am. No, well, not so much the bar, but the league, the club itself. It's a nice little place to hang out, but nonetheless, we do a lot of things with the community, and we do a lot of things.
Do you want to give out like the weekly specials?
No,
but it's
Well, we
he's
do
showing
have
you that once a Marine,
we do
always
have
a Marine.
We do
really
have
is a thing.
Yeah, and I'm telling you,
Yeah.
when I'm talking about, I'm there with up until December 31st. Our oldest Marine was 100 years old.
Whoa.
Shit.
Cliff Doring. He was in the Battle of Okinawa, and
Holy
he also
shit.
served during the Korean War.
What the hell was it like? And I know that guy in here. This story.
It was awesome.
Can we get him on the
And
podcast?
no,
Jesus.
he's passed. Yeah, he passed. December
Sorry.
31st, he passed. But
Usually.
this guy used to come to the bar and drink Presbyterians.
What the
He was like
what is
90
that?
Oh,
I
it's,
have no idea
it's
what that
rye,
is.
ginger, and a half ginger and half soda. That's a Presbyterian. Yeah. So that was his drink, and he was drinking them until he was like 94. And like
the original
95,
Cosmopolitan.
96, he got a little older. He started having he had a stroke. Then he was in the veterans home in Stony Brook there, and then whatever. But up until the last Marine Corps ball, which was the 250th birthday of the Marine Corps,
That was what, last year?
that was 2025.
Yeah.
He was there. He was our oldest Marine. There's this tradition. We traditionally have.
So he
at
just
every
died like a few days ago, you're saying?
December 31st.
That's like,
Yeah,
like
pretty
15, 20
recently.
days ago.
It's
whatever it is,
not that long.
25 days ago.
We laid him
What
out in
day-
the Marine Corps League.
day
We
is
laid
it?
him out in the clubhouse.
Okay, 30 days ago.
Yeah, it was awesome.
Wow.
One of our members is a retired funeral director and knows how to do all that shit.
Wow.
Yeah,
That's
pretty cool.
awesome.
Yeah,
Yeah.
pretty cool.
So-
and that was his request, by his request.
Yeah, I'm sure. It's like I don't want to get buried. I want to go out like a Viking. Put me on a boat, throw me
I'm
out
all
there,
for
light
it,
me on
man.
fire.
Or even I even say, give me a fucking backpack. I'll walk in the woods.
like a dog. Just let me die.
You know what I mean? Yeah, let me
Curl
relax.
up under a tree.
I don't want to be any.
That's
That's the
bother
way
anybody.
man dies. No.
We're all
That's
telling-
nice. That's good to hear, Ralph.
No, but
That's
so
good.
now thank you for that because I always
I never heard anyone say that.
Yeah, that is dark.
I get interested in that on the path, right? Because we all have a path, and the decisions we make shape our life, whether for the good or the bad or whatever. But that interests me because I just remember being younger and again trying to figure out what the fuck am I going to do? I don't feel like I fit in anywhere. These kids are studying. I'm trying to figure out how to fucking cheat off this bro. Like,
You had ants in your pants.
I just
you were a daydreamer.
But not
It's
even,
all right.
Not even that. It's just we're all fucking not the same.
Yeah.
And why is there just one path? Like
One
that's
size
the
fits
fucking
all,
dumbest
yeah.
shit in the world.
Yeah, it's stupid.
So I appreciate you going back and kind of let us in on that. And now let's go back to where you were. So you got into the Marine Corps, right? You went to boot camp. You settled down, and you were there for what, 3 years before you guys actually went into war?
Yeah, about 2.5 years.
So 2.5 years. You're doing
I
your
got
thing.
in September '87. I'm in Myrtle Beach on leave. I met this girl a few weeks ago. Great girl, Tracy. We have a great time. We're having a great time. I get 2 weeks leave. Fuck going back home. Nothing at home. There's
Right.
no guaranteed
Right.
fucking ass at home.
Oh.
I can go to Myrtle Beach. I go to Myrtle Beach. I'm there about a week and a half. We're hanging out. We're in bed. The phone rings. She answers the phone. She turns white. I go, wow, who is it? It's your staff sergeant. Now,
found ya.
again. So the series Boots. Well, they knew where I was, but the series Boots that was on Netflix with the gay Marines.
I
And it was
never
like,
saw
oh,
that.
I can't believe they portrayed Marines.
Yeah,
You didn't hear about this series? You've heard of it.
No.
No? Boots? Oh, it was a
No.
Netflix series, Boots.
I'm
And
gonna
was
look it up
basically-
now.
Oh, it's basically
Of course
a
you will.
story about a young Marine who's gay who decides to join the Marine Corps with a straight buddy of his.
Yeah, don't ask, don't
And they
tell.
go through boot camp, but it's very
seems
it's
pretty
very woke and it's
realistic.
definitely not accurate. But at the same time, the gayness part of it isn't really untrue. It's a little gay, the Marine Corps in general.
Wow.
Because
Whoa.
it's a very male bonding type of situation.
Experience, yeah.
It really is. And it's not
Like we
not-
had in the Soul
not
House, Justin.
sexual.
Joe's already thinking about
'Cause
joining the Marines.
I can tell you something.
I'm too old. I tried
They
it.
would have.
I've heard this story
We'd
before.
run PT, and it would be you go in the showers, and everybody would be butt ass fucking naked, sweaty, and they would fucking make you line up. The first guy would run through and turn on all the shower heads,
Yeah.
and then they would be like, lock it up, tighten it up, and.
Oh, jeez.
There's no visuals, but like you just have
do
a
you
bunch
mean,
of
tighten it
guys
up?
tighten it up
what
like
up?
nuts to butts. They want nuts to butts. All right, that's where I'm going. Okay,
right.
but
All
all
right.
you have is a bunch of guys who are like, oh no, and so it looks like a centipede. You look like a centipede. A guy just trying to avoid contact, and
That
they don't
seems
want
like torture.
It is.
Yeah, that
doesn't
And
sound
I
normal.
don't even know why the Marine Corps drill instructors love it. And I've seen, videos of why they do it, and they laugh. They love it because they just love to see us uncomfortable and miserable. That's what they love. They love because the more they can make you uncomfortable,
What do you
miserable.
think? Today they have like individual showers, or they're still doing this?
I hope not because it's cohesive.
You hope they don't have individual showers.
I want nuts to butts.
You like
Yeah.
that?
I'm
Okay.
very pro nuts to butts.
You're a fan of nuts to butts.
I am a fan of nuts to butts. in a very
paying it
controlled
forward.
situation, not all the time, not every day.
Yeah.
That's a little fucking crazy. But
Yeah.
I'm a fan of it because it just made us all like,
I gotta tell you, it doesn't
Right.
even seem believable.
Right.
dude, I'll tell you something.
So not all the time. Like every now and
You
then,
ever
like
go-
nuts to butts Fridays or something.
I'll ask every regular guy, like, do you ever have like a thought if you have to take a shit at work and you're like, oh, what bathroom do I use? Like,
Yeah.
I don't give a fuck.
No.
I'll shit anywhere. I
You'll
don't
shit in
care.
the woods.
I don't care
Right,
if there's
yeah.
a fucking stall on the door.
Right.
Yeah.
If there's no stalls on the door and I have to shit, I'm gonna shit. I used to shit with like lines of guys. There'd be 6 toilets with nothing.
So
just
if you're at a
6 toilets.
if you're at a Giants or Jets game and you you go to one of those porta potties that are disgusting, or a concert porta potty,
I'm hovering.
You
Yeah.
are gonna shit at
I'm
a
gonna-
concert porta potty.
I'm gonna
I'm
hover.
not holding it in, that's for sure.
I'm gonna
wow.
hover, but
bad
I'm not
for
gonna
you.
give a fuck.
No.
Wow. Would you'll
I've
air bomb it?
I've
You'll
never
air bomb
shit
it?
in a concert porta
It's
potty.
just-
If you air bomb it, though, you're still risking the splashback.
I'm-
the
I'm-
splashback
I'm-
from the porta
I'm
potty
right
water
on
is
pa-
worse than sitting
So
on the
you've done-
seat.
you've-
I'm right on the same page as Ralph. Even the nuts to butts thing. That's why I do jujitsu 3 times a week. I get it.
As a heterosexual
not that there's
male,
anything
you
wrong
have
with
to
it,
be
but-
comfortable in male spaces.
I'm very big on not
if
not
you're
letting
not
anybody make
comfortable
me
in
feel
male
uncomfortable.
spaces, you
Yeah.
might want to
That's right.
question, you know,
Yeah. Yeah, like Justin.
how serious you are about it. I wrestled in high school. It was nothing to like just rub.
Well, wrestling is
nothing.
very gay.
Wrestling is
Wrestling
not
is
the
very
same
gay.
as showering, though, right?
Well, wrestling is very gay.
Yeah.
It's
Dude,
very
and
gay.
then when you get boot camp is boot camp, you know, it's like, oh, structure. But when you get out of boot camp, you get, you know, out of school, went to artillery school in Oklahoma, and then you go to the fleet, and my first duty station was Okinawa,
Japan.
just barely 18 years old,
That's
and
pretty
like,
sick, though.
do whatever you want. There's no age.
How did they receive you in Okinawa? Because they're allies at this point.
In 87 or 88 when I got there, it was American dominance.
Right.
Like they existed to serve us.
Right. And as it should be. Yeah.
Well, what happened is over the years, it was 1 rape. And then it was 2 rapes.
Rapes?
Really?
Yeah,
What are you
yeah.
talking
Soldiers
about,
and sailors and Marines were raping fucking Japanese girls.
What-
Oh,
what the
God, listen,
fuck?
just Google that shit, dude.
Well, he's just talking about.
But it was
what
like when
actually
I was
going
there
on.
in 87, yeah, it happened every
on.
once in a while. But what happens is now it's 97.
You're making
and
it
it's
sound like
10
it
years.
happened all the time.
All the time. It was American
So you
based
did you
on
have
a
friends that were just raping people?
No, I didn't know.
So it was like
anybody.
a normal Tuesday. Like, what do you want to do?
It
Well,
was-
we're going to go
it-
get some dinner and go rape
No,
some
we didn't
girls.
have to. We didn't have to rape
Do a little
anybody.
dinner and rape.
because
He's not
because
saying
you-
he promoted it.
No,
he's
no.
just saying that's what
It
was
was
going
that,
on.
you know,
The
I
same-
raped last night. I'm going to hold off on the rape
same
tonight.
crime statistics wise as anything else, as any other population. You know, same scumbag. Every population has scumbags that do
course.
fucked up shit.
I'm all raped out.
No, not,
We had BC Street. We had Whisper Alley. We didn't need to rape anybody. You know what I mean? It was readily available and not expensive.
I'm going to watch the Giant game. I'm going to hold off on the rape
but
tonight.
just like look, this is the problem is what he's
But
talking
that's
about.
what it was. It was this whole culture of like just drinking and whoring and just fighting. That was like the culture of Okinawa. And it was bad. And it was all right in
Who were we
87.
fighting in Okinawa?
This is not how
where
Mr.
we
Miyagi
fighting?
described it in The
Wait,
Karate
hold
Kid.
on a
There's no
second.
Mr.
fighting,
Miyagi
man.
totally left out the rape part.
Hold on a second.
we're not fighting there.
Yeah, but what he's talking about is guys going out and just like here. You're just in Okinawa.
Yeah.
We have people here that rape people. Not everybody who joins the Marines is in it for the right reasons. You have fucking psychopaths.
Please.
So he's just
And
talking
you have an
about
army base there, you have a navy base
he's
there, an
talking
air
about
force
the
base
chaos,
there. It's
the
just-
chaos.
It's a percentage.
It was
of
a
people
rape
that's gonna
culture.
be-
It was
But
a rape
also
culture.
too, it wasn't so much a rape culture. It was a very like, you know, where are you going out in town? I'm gonna get laid. I'm gonna get drunk, or I'm gonna get in a fight.
And if
that
I
was
can't
it.
get laid, I'm going to rape.
So, all right, so 87, 88 is just like, it really didn't really become like a thing until 78. Because like during Vietnam, they were just in and out of there. Nobody was staying. They were in and out. They were from Vietnam, back to the States. There was no thing. But then, you know, in the 70s, the 3rd Marine Division became permanent there. So then it does create a culture. And so after 20 years or so of these like incidents just piling up, now in Okinawa, the Marines aren't allowed off the base after 10 o'clock at night.
Yeah, I would think so.
You would think. I mean, it only makes sense. They did it to themselves.
Right.
I mean, it was a culture of it's a very male
Well, you know the old
Whatever.
saying, rape me once, shame on me.
But again, I don't know why guys would take that route. I guess because maybe they were broke. Because it didn't take much to go,
They didn't have Riz.
They had no Riz.
No Riz.
No,
What does that mean, Riz? What is he talking
no
about?
game.
That's like a word.
No game.
What is he
should
talking
know
about,
this
Riz?
We called
Yeah.
it game.
Yeah.
We called it game.
Riz?
Now they
Riz.
call it Riz.
Yeah,
Like the
now it's-
Rizzler?
So
Yeah.
funny.
That's
Yeah?
that's what
Or
that
money
name is.
Or money. I'm sure there's a lot of
Rizzler has
prostitutes there
lots of
too.
Oh no, it was
Right?
like a probably one of the like fifth leading industry besides
Yeah.
selling booze.
Yeah, absolutely. So, but what was it like? What was it like being in there, right? Being in the Marines and getting that call that you're actually going to war?
Oh
'Cause you're
yeah,
three-
no, that's where I was going. Right,
you're
yeah.
3 years in, and
that's where
nothing's
I was
happening.
going with like the whole gay thing.
That's it, but then you got into rape.
Because all my staff sergeant had to say was, hey, is Lance Corporal Politano there? Yeah, I guarantee he was like, this is Staff Sergeant, the United States Marine Corps. This is Platoon Sergeant. He needs to report to duty right away.
Who was your staff sergeant? Sergeant Slaughter?
Yeah, right, yeah. I was a Navy SEAL.
Jesse Ventura.
It sounds like a WWE wrestler of some sorts.
I was a Navy SEAL in Vietnam. I think Minnesota should be annexed to Canada.
He's doing a Jesse the Body Ventura impersonation.
Right, so
it's not
anyway,
bad,
The
actually.
mind.
Yeah, it's
Jesse
not
the
bad.
mind.
Yeah.
So it's just dramatic. It's just a generally dramatic. The
Right.
military is just a dramatic thing. Everything was dramatic.
Let's talk about the war.
Yeah, let's get to that Gulf War.
They call me
have-
up, and I fucking she's shitting.
So you got
bricks.
the Beretta in your pocket.
I do.
Are
No.
you walking in like
No,
swamps?
yeah.
Where you going?
So listen. So I report back to Camp Lejeune, and they as soon as I get there, they're fucking throwing desert cami shit at me, desert this, desert that, like, blah, blah, blah. And then they fucking got us on trucks, and in 2 hours I'm in fucking Morehead City. For 24 fucking hours sitting in a fucking back of a truck. And then they come back and they say, oh, this ship is full.
Yeah.
You guys go back home. Well, half the unit was on the USS Lemoore County.
Okay.
And then we go back. Now we're back in Camp Lejeune for 2 more fucking weeks.
Camp Lejeune?
Yeah.
I see a lot of
North
late night
Carolina.
commercials for class action lawsuits.
Yeah, I was not
for
there
Camp
during
Lejeune.
that time.
Okay.
I didn't get a chance to drink that water and get liver.
I knew there was something.
I'm all right with that. I'll sleep all right.
Yeah.
But I do know guys that were there and they have serious issues and
Yeah.
and they're not getting the money you think they're getting.
Yeah.
But they're getting
Fucked
some
up.
money. Anyway, we finally while we're sitting in the back of this truck, everybody's just talking about, man, we're going to fucking war. We're going to fucking do this and that.
Yeah.
So
can
we got
imagine.
this fucking private. I swear to God, he must have been, I don't know, 2 weeks, with us.
Yeah.
And he's just like looking at us like, what the fuck, man?
You were a corporal?
I was a Lance Corporal.
Wow, so that's
E3.
good.
That's E3. It's not ain't shit.
Yeah,
We're
something.
the backbone of the Corps.
Better than a
Hoorah.
stupid private, though, right?
Yeah, well, one, two
Private
better.
Ryan.
Two better.
Yeah.
Anyway,
two better.
so this guy ends up sneaking back in a Humvee and hiding in a wall locker because he's hearing our
Ooh.
fucking jibber jabber
Yeah.
and he's taking it seriously. Poor kid gets busted for like desertion or whatever. Ruined his whole career. This is what I'm talking about. It's no joke. You can't fuck around.
Desertion is bad.
We had 2 guys that claimed to be black Muslims and didn't want to go fight Muslims. So they sent them to the brig for 30 days, and then they were back on the fucking ship with us in like 2 months.
Yeah.
Like, here you go. Here's your
why,
rifle.
Why are you joining the Marines if you can't?
Because some
'cause,
people join because of lack of options, and it's not like we're
who did
always
they
in a
think-
war.
Yeah, they were
Right.
both in the Bronx, oddly enough. Like the Farrakhan.
That was his name, oddly enough?
No, it was Abdul.
Abdul. Okay.
But his real name was Guy. So,
I think I'd rather be named Abdul than Guy.
Well, once you decide to be the black Muslim, and he would have his little towel and he'd do his little prayers, so stupid.
KC, are we going to allow that?
No, definitely not.
No, because it was phony. It wasn't. It
That's why.
wasn't
That's
true
why. He
faith.
said,
They
yeah,
weren't-
that's why he's saying.
So what
people-
you're saying? So we can allow it because he wasn't making fun of the Muslim faith.
No.
he was just saying
It's
that these
a
people are
black Muslim.
faking
Those-
Muslim
That's a
faith.
whole different thing. Even real
Do
Muslims
people
will tell you
really
that's all
fake
bullshit.
that though? Like,
Yeah, don't people fake Judaism and
I don't know.
Christianity?
Nah, I don't.
But
I guess
these
so,
motherfuckers
yeah.
who fuck whores and drink and do blow and deal drugs and are on fucking
Yes,
TV.
people that-
100%.
You know what I mean?
There's a lot of phonies
Yeah.
out there.
Yeah.
How many's anybody? Any
hear
religion
you
I
now.
can point out anybody's scamming. There's always
I
somebody
100%
scamming.
agree with
So
that.
you're shipping out, right? Is this
Shipping out. We get
Right.
on the US. We get. Oh God! First of all, they make us wait 2 weeks. Then they fly us to the Azores,
right?
Portugal.
For some more nuts and butts?
C-130. No, that's all done by then.
Little nut and butt training.
C-130 to the Azores. We're there for a couple of days, and then we take a helicopter, CH-53, to Sigonella, Sicily.
Oh, Joe. Oh.
Which was like nothing but rocky ass, like Italian. It was like I didn't see
Fucking
any. I was in
Italians.
Italy, and I was like, "This is like
No spaghetti.
no fun.
You know what? If you go to Italy, you got to order the spaghetti and meatballs. It's really good over
That's
there.
what they say. Yeah,
It's like authentic. You know, the mozzarella sticks.
If you're in
you
Italy,
know?
you don't pronounce the last
Yeah.
letter
No,
of the,
Yeah.
of the
Oh, the
word.
spaghetti.
The unlimited.
Oh, you want the spaghetti?
The
Come on,
unlimited
how about the
breast sticks in
spaghetti?
Sicily were awesome, yeah. So anyway, guys, so Sicily, we get onto the fucking Raleigh, USS Raleigh. It's an LPD, LPD-1. It's the first of its class, which means, once they decided to build that ship, that's the first one they built, and then they built
This is
the
like
other
a
one.
big, like, boat.
It holds a couple of helicopters on a flight deck, and it also has a well deck that can sink down to the ground and
So it's not
launch.
quite an aircraft carrier, but
Yeah, it's like a
something.
half-ass of an aircraft carrier.
Okay.
But it held about 1,000 Marines and their equipment.
Yeah.
So we were on that boat quite a while before we did anything.
Where you
Actually,
going?
during the whole
Where were you headed?
action.
Yeah, where was the
Well,
boat going to?
we did a couple of things. One, our boat was old as shit, so when it broke down, we went to Dubai and had to go into Dubai dry dock. So I spent like 2 weeks of Liberty in Dubai, and then
Did you get the chocolate there? while you were
no,
there?
they didn't
No.
have it at the time.
Was that a
Dubai
thing
chocolate.
back then?
It was not a thing.
Uh,
What was the thing? Chevys and Impalas, like big 4-door Cadillacs. That was a big thing. GM.
In Dubai.
Crazy.
Yeah, you got
'cause
to travel the world.
Because
I mean, it
gas
looks
was like,
here.
oh God, dude. And the funny thing is, before they sent us to
Not
the
bad.
desert, a few months before that, we did cold weather training in Wisconsin and then Norway, and then they sent us to the desert. And then when I was getting out of the Marine Corps, they wanted me to stay in, like extend my enlistment to go to desert training. I was like, wait a minute.
you already got it. Real life.
I
desert
did
training.
cold weather training. You sent me to the desert. Now, went to the desert. You're going to send me to the desert.
Yeah.
And then what's after that? We go fight Greenland or something?
Ah.
We already
That's why
over
this
it,
cold weather ain't shit. Norway was cold as fuck, man.
So your boat's heading to the desert in the
Yeah,
Middle
we get
East.
there. So, all right. So, it all goes off. Everything goes off. We're on a fucking boat the whole time. The only thing we did one cool operation was called Operation Sea Soldier. We actually did an amphibious assault.
So wait, you didn't have any like Iraqi soldiers against you at
No,
any point?
Any hand-to-hand combat? Any
wouldn't
confirmed
have-
kills?
It wouldn't have mattered anyway because I was an artillery marine. So
Well, it
anything
sounds like that would be someone who would be fighting.
You're launching
when
cannons
when
and shit,
think about what artillery
Cannons.
does.
right?
You're not
the
you're not-
Revolutionary
You're
War.
not aiming
Well,
the
yeah.
artillery at the enemy. You know what I mean? You're indirect fire. So you're
It's like
they're-
a faraway shot.
it's a support. It's a
Right.
support.
So you could have killed people, you just don't know.
Couldn't tell you.
Right.
You don't know. No one was like right in
Most
your
likely
face.
you killed some people.
We put a lot of rounds downrange, I guess.
Yeah,
But,
of course you did.
you know, that's what you do in artillery.
That's war.
So
Yeah.
it doesn't matter. Even when I was in Camp Lejeune firing or wherever we were firing, it just was always the same exact drill.
Repetition.
You know? Yeah, you never had to look at your enemy or look at your target. You just got the fire mission. You put the numbers on the gun, on the sights,
right.
And aimed it in, and boom. You didn't know what you were doing.
Right.
The only thing you would know is you'd hear troops in the open, or you'd hear armor, or tell you what the.
But you never
thing
saw
was.
another troop from the Iraqi.
never
army.
had, like-
Ever.
not
Why
one,
would I ever?
not one enemy troop.
No.
And there was no like hand-to-hand combat.
No. Desert Storm was over in like
Barely a
days.
war.
You know how
Yeah.
we won that
Domination.
war? Domination by the air.
Yeah.
That Highway to Hell thing was huge.
What's that?
What's
No
that?
idea what that is.
Oh, when they fucking
Highway
all
to
those
Hell.
motherfuckers were trying to like take off with all the booty they stole from Kuwait, and it was like a long just traffic jam, and they just annihilated.
Oh, really?
When I'm
Wow.
talking about just annihilated
Really?
this
Like fish in
this
a barrel?
convoy, like baked fish in a barrel.
Wow.
Unfortunately, you didn't get to do those.
I wouldn't say
Killings.
unfortunately. I'm very happy that I was able to get through it and not have to fucking carry home
you don't
the
have,
scars
like-
of war. Or,
Yeah, Josh, why you say unfortunate? Do you have a bloodlust?
I just
Are
think
you
like
looking to go
all
out
right,
there
so
and slaughter
all right.
people?
the way he
So
described
just
being
when-
on the
all right,
on
just
the
so you
bus
know-
or whatever,
all right.
I'm so excited to go.
so
think,
when people
you know?
talk about you've had conversations on this podcast before about medals and ribbons, right?
Yeah.
I have a combat action ribbon.
Okay.
Okay. I have a combat action ribbon because I was on a boat that was doing anti-submarine warfare or anti-mine warfare.
Okay.
So the boat was going through minefields while the helicopters were looking for the mines, and then they were, blowing them up. But you get a combat action ribbon for direct contact with the enemy or enemy equipment. So in other words, it's a tank or whatever.
Right.
Because it was enemy mines.
That's enemy equipment.
So fair enough.
Yeah.
It fits the order.
So you're a
But
decorated soldier.
understand this: a combat action ribbon in the real world of the Marine Corps means you were in a firefight. You direct combat. But understand, there's various levels of
Yeah.
of things. So even though I have this very coveted ribbon, it doesn't mean that I did what you think I did.
Don't be so
I'm-
humble.
no, I'm
You're a
just saying,
decorated Marine.
Listen, every Marine I served with is a decorated war veteran because the simple fact that we were decorated
sent to war.
for being a war,
Yeah.
and we're veterans.
But not every Marine is in a war. You actually.
well, I don't
went-
know. Like
you
what
were
happened
sent
was
to a war.
what happened
That's
after
different.
that was Somalia and Afghanistan and Iraq. So we had 20 plus years of war.
Yeah.
Right. I
So
mean,
there's a lot of it's a very.
There was a 10-year
Let me tell
gap
you
in
something.
there.
If you
I
think
mean-
there's a lot of genders in the LGBTQA1 plus, there's a lot more
Little
levels
segue here.
of veterans. Like between just Army, Navy, Air Force, Marines, then just Marines in this time, Marines in that time. Marines who did this, Marines who did that, Air Wing, Lance, Army, Navy, like all the different things. There's so many levels of veterans. There's some veterans who just did 2 years and never did anything. Went to Fort Hamilton in Brooklyn, worked there for 2 years, processing recruits, and then they were out.
Put it on their resume.
Or they join the Army or whatever, and they're in boot camp, and they get out of boot camp, whatever, and they go to their school and they break their leg and they ruin their knee, and now they get a medical discharge. You're still a fucking veteran.
Right.
Well, what'd you do? You don't know shit. You
Right.
don't even know what it's like to be in the command or be underneath, whatever, do your job.
Right.
So the only thing I could say is I'm glad I did my 4 years. I got my animal discharge. Life was good. It was saw the world. I mean, I don't know. I couldn't.
You definitely traveled the world. I'd never been to Japan.
No.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But even during the war, like while it was going on,
Okinawa.
you didn't know it was going to end in 19 days, and we were just going to
No,
demolish them.
no.
So what was the feeling like
Oh
being
yeah,
at
no.
war?
So
Was it,
yeah,
was it a little fucking trippy,
You definitely
scary?
had those feelings about, you're writing letters home. Like the big thing, and I think all services do this, but it was like in Sansa Iwo Jima with John Wayne, and when he got shot, they found a letter in his pocket to his wife or his kid, whatever.
Yeah.
And then we all did that. We all, if you find this fucking letter, man.
Who was your letter to?
My dad. That's all I had.
Nice.
Yeah.
But it's just now you look back, thank God it was silly.
Do you remember what the letter said?
I don't know. Probably just I'm glad I was a Marine. This is how I went, whatever. And sometimes I gotta be honest with you, I think I don't know. A little
I think
dark.
Joe's letter would be like,
It's-
please erase my my history on my computer, my search
Oh,
history.
thank God. No, we didn't have any of that shit.
That would be
No,
Joe's
no.
letter. That would be it. Love Joe.
We didn't have any.
Absolutely.
Dude. All right, so the most technological thing we had was that the USO sent a bunch of like a fucking gross of fucking cassette tapes and like a handful of VCR recorders, and you were allowed to like get it for an hour, you sign it out, and like just videotape a letter to your parents. That was the most technological thing.
That's pretty cool, though.
Like a
It was pretty
VHS
cool.
or
I
Betamax?
have my old
Yeah, VHS?
VHS.
Get outta here. You have your old VHS?
Oh yeah,
That's
the whole
awesome.
tour of the ship.
Oh,
which
I
is
wanna see that.
Sitting in the fucking bottom of the Puerto Rican Bay.
That's crazy.
There's a Puerto Rican bay.
Whatever it is, it's off the coast of Puerto Rico. They suck it. They used it. The date like 6 weeks after I got off it, they towed the thing to Puerto Rico and just put a bunch of torpedoes in it.
Jesus.
Yeah, that's what they do.
That's how they get rid of it?
That fucking boat was
Are you
as
talking
old
about
as
the
shit.
Caribbean Sea?
Off the
Are you
coast of
referring
Puerto-
to the
Dude,
Caribbean Sea as the Puerto Rican Bay?
No,
Close enough.
I don't know. It's off the coast of
amazing.
Puerto Rico. You know how many fucking
I'm going to start calling it that from now
sunken
on. I love it.
It sounds like
Yeah, the
Sounded
Puerto Rican
real.
Bay.
Sounded real.
Yeah, we sunk a bunch of ships.
So you
nice.
that was your third year in when we went to the Gulf War, right? And then
Yeah, like third and a half. You know,
And so
I
right
was
after
out.
that, you were out?
Yeah, right after that, I was. We got home. We just had that whole like. There was a big parade in New York City. It was crazy. Like, there was a big welcome home thing. And I got to tell you, the most accurate Desert Storm movie was Jarhead.
I knew it. I watched that movie. Yeah, I loved
was.
it.
Only
Yeah.
because the protagonist,
They did nothing.
But Jake Gyllenhaal
Yeah.
was in that movie. They used him to portray stories that happened to a lot of us. So that whole videotape thing about the girlfriend.
Yeah.
This is how I spend my days.
Right.
And then this is how I spend my night. And she's fucking the neighbor.
Yeah.
And the guy's like, "Oh, I'm gonna kill her," and they're like trying to talk him down.
Right.
That was the, I don't know, urban myth. The Doberman choking on fingers in the closet. Like, guy comes home and
Wait, we can't just pass that.
This
What the
is-
hell are
this
you
is-
talking
this
about?
is an old-
Doberman
this
choking
is-
on
listen,
fingers in the
no,
closet.
Dude, you got to Google that shit. It's
Yeah.
old as shit.
What does it mean?
Guy comes home, his dog's choking. He doesn't know what's going on. He's got a Doberman. It's always a Doberman for some reason.
All right.
Guy, dog's choking, takes him to the vet. The vet pulls out 2 fingers. It's like, I don't know what the fuck this is. Guy goes back to the house. There's the guy in the closet, clutching his hand with 2 fingers missing. You know, he robbed the house and he got bit by the dog. So this is like an old story. It's the same thing with this movie. The guy getting cheated on by his girlfriend with the videotape. Well, I just told you the most technologically advanced
okay, I
thing
see.
we had was that videotape. So, of course, there's a rumor going around. A guy got a fucking video his wife fucking some other guy.
Okay.
Like, I don't think it ever happened. It might have happened, but the way it went around, like the entire military, I'm telling you, like everybody in the military heard that story during
Right.
Desert Storm. That was a guarantee. And they did good things like that with the story and the whole frustration of like the Air Force and the fucking just National fucking Guard doing all the fucking work, and they used all the reserves because they wanted to, prove that reserves were necessary because that's really where all the fucking state money is, and
Right.
you know what I mean? You got a reserve center in your fucking city, you're
Yeah.
killing it, man. Oh, whatever.
Yeah.
But that
No,
sounds like when you came home, it wasn't like people when they came home from Vietnam.
Nobody
Vietnam,
had,
there's
but even then,
baby killer and all
nobody
that
had
crap.
nobody had any clue. And even these guys from Afghanistan and Iraq, they came home, they saw some fucking shit, man. I'm talking about. I hear these young guys in the Marine Corps League telling great stories where it's like, fuck, man, they saw some shit. Like they saw some like Khe-Sanh, fucking, Iwo Jima type shit.
Wow.
Like Battle of Fallujah is as legendary in the Marine Corps as Iwo Jima or fucking Belleau
Battle
Wood.
of Fallujah. Yeah, wow.
Battle of Fallujah was sick. 2 battles of Fallujah.
Yeah.
We
That
took
wasn't
it.
your war.
We
That
took
was
it,
the-
gave
that was
it
the
back,
next
and
one,
took
right?
it again.
That was the war
That was the
from
second Gulf
the
War, though,
2000s,
right?
No, it's Iraq.
Yeah, but
no,
that-
I'm sorry.
yeah.
Fallujah was Afghanistan. I'm sorry.
Yeah, but that was that was George W.
Yeah,
Bush.
yeah.
Bull.
No,
That's
that
not
was
when you-
Obama.
Oh,
whatever.
really?
But it wasn't when you were there.
Right.
No,
years ago.
no,
Yeah,
I
yeah,
was
yeah.
fucking working on Outback.
Oh boy.
But when you came back, when all the soldiers came back, you weren't met with hostility, right? Because we won the war in 19
No,
days. It
just
wasn't like-
ambivalence, really. Just like, yeah, okay. And it wasn't like, nobody was trying to be like born in Vietnam, born in America, born in the USA, whatever type of shit, like.
Well,
And funny thing is, too, the whole time during the traveling to Desert Storm, basically every night's a movie night because there's nothing else to do except throw a movie in the VCR and sit in the mess hall and watch this movie on the,
13-inch black and white TV.
The projections, with the 3
Oh yeah.
three red, blue, and green light. whatever.
Yeah.
If
With
you-
a VHS.
If you had
Yeah.
the bad
And a
seat,
projection.
if you had the bad seat, you couldn't see the fucking thing.
Yeah,
you
the
had the
old
perfect
school.
straight ahead angle. Anyway, Platoon, Full Metal Jacket. Fuck, man, what's the other one?
In the Army Now.
Apocalypse Now. Like just all these crazy war movies, and they portrayed that very well.
What about
Also-
Pauly Shore's In the Army Now? Was that a big one?
No, that was after I got out.
Yeah.
But I got a kick out of that because
It's a good movie.
when I did mess duty in Fort Bragg, they had a rear area where they did all the cooking, and they would pack all these things up and take the food out, the chow out to the guys on the front lines, air quotes, and they had these big bladders that now are like the those pools that you just fill with water and they kind of fill themselves up. They look like a bladder. That's what they used in the Army and the Marines to for the showers and the heads and everything. It was just a big freshwater machine and filter would pump it into this big bladder. That's now like kiddie pools. It's very funny.
Yeah.
But I forget where I was going with that. But
So you're home. You got a nice hero's welcome.
yeah, I got the GI Bill.
You got the GI Bill.
Moved to Charlotte.
moved-
Went to school in Charlotte for a little while.
Wow.
Why? What's the GI Bill?
UNC Charlotte. The GI Bill at the time was $10,000 for college.
You go to college.
Wait,
I
so
think,
you
when
get
when you're
home
done. Yeah.
after that, and they say, "Here's 10 grand."
Yeah.
Go to college.
That's it.
Yeah.
And so you weren't planning on getting a career through there, Anthony. You served your 4 years.
you know,
just wanted to
I was
come
definitely a short timer. That's a word. A short timer is somebody who just does 4 years,
Right.
as opposed to everything else. So I was a short timer, and the whole time I was in, I just was like, I don't know, this is grand. That thing about going to college, it was a real thing. Like, I just felt like staying in the Marine Corps is just like keeping like a menial job. I don't know. Like, I didn't see the future in it because I was a young, stupid kid.
So when you got in there, it's not like you regretted your choice, but once you got in there and saw the reality of it, you're like, all right, I'm not.
Yeah, I'm
I
not
think I
good
wanna
with
do more.
authority. I'm not a very good authority.
figured that.
Yeah, I'm not a very good authority guy. I get a little self-destructive when I get around too much authority.
That's the Italian in him.
I get
Could
it.
be,
dude.
could be.
I get it. So when you do you have a plan, or you just like, I got to get out of here? I'm going to serve my 4
I
years
guess
and
my
beat it.
plan. I guess my plan was honestly, I was going to go to college. I think I wanted to be a teacher for
Hold
a
on,
minute.
you're literally 23 years
23,
old or whatever, right?
21.
Okay.
Wow.
Just barely.
No
Just
one has a
barely.
plan
You're
at
a
that
freaking
age anyway.
Yeah, I'm
Yeah.
just
Yeah,
enough old enough to make the
what I'm
decision
saying
to have
is
a beer.
your original plan, you went to the Army, and now you went to the Marines, and now you're like, okay, well, I don't want to keep doing this. Like I thought, basically the way you
Everybody told
described
me
it, this was
this
was
was a
your only
stepping stone.
option type of thing.
But
at
it was
first.
a stepping stone.
Yeah.
Like I looked at it as like a lot of people when I was in. Looked at the Marine Corps as a stepping stone. Go to the Marine Corps, use GI Bill, go to college, and then be a veteran and whatever. Have that experience.
Yeah, be
Which
all
is a
you
good
can
thing.
be.
I mean, there's fucking Darth Vader, whatever he is, the Darth Maul, whatever guy. He's a what's his name? Jesus Christ. Who's the guy who played the double sword?
Jar Jar Binks.
No.
No?
The Darth Vader, the guy who killed Han Solo.
Oh, the guy from Taken?
Yeah, no, Adrian. No, what's his name? Oh my God, he was a Marine.
What?
What are you talking about?
The guy from Star Wars, not the original, like the newer one.
Yeah.
Who had the double sword?
actor.
Yeah, the
KC, can you help out on this one? Darth Maul.
Yeah, who was the actor?
Liam Neeson?
No,
Well, that guy was a Marine.
Samuel L. Jackson?
no. Well, Drew Carey was a Marine.
Drew Carey was in Star Wars?
No, I'm just saying.
Oh, that would be freaking weird, right?
Carl Weathers.
Definitely.
Carl Weathers.
He was in
No,
Star
not
Wars,
a
right?
Marine.
I think so.
Carl Weathers wasn't in Star Wars.
What? Wasn't
No, Predator.
Lando Calrissian.
he? Isn't that Carl?
That's
That's not Carl, and that's not Carl Weathers.
I'm forgetting all these names.
That's Billy D. Williams.
Billy D.
Billy
Williams.
D. Williams.
The smooth dynamite taste
Woo,
of Colt
Billy
45.
D.
That was
Billy
an honest
D.
mistake.
Williams.
Any help on that name on the guy from?
Yeah.
No shit, maybe it wasn't him. Who was?
All right,
No,
well,
who was the
we can
son?
move on.
Who was the son of Han Solo and Leia?
I think we're getting a little hung up on Darth Maul over here. He was a Marine. All right, let's move on.
Wait, Leah Thompson, isn't that dude who swam?
No, that's Leia Thomas.
Leah Thompson is the mom from Back to the Future.
Yes, I met her at bartending at Junior's.
Yeah, really.
Oh,
yeah.
that's your boy.
Yeah.
Bartender.
She was hot. She was
Yeah,
hot.
she
in the
was
80s.
hot. Yeah, on Caroline's Basement or Caroline's. What was that show she had?
Life with Caroline or
yeah,
something
like that. Caroline in the City. Or
Caroline and something like that.
Sounds like a porno.
They
Oh,
tried
no,
to
yeah.
give her a vessel in
Yeah,
like
they
the
had their
90s. Didn't really
They
work
had
out.
the little stereotypical New York gay guy.
She was in Red Dawn too.
Yeah, she was.
She kicked ass
She's
in
a
Red Dawn.
badass, yeah.
So,
She lived.
Yeah,
Yeah.
she lived.
so what? What is
Hayden Christensen? No. That's Anakin.
Anakin?
I'm seeing it's Ray Park.
Ray
No,
Park.
Let me see.
I mean,
Ray Park
I'm
is
seeing Ray Park.
is what it is.
wrote the
Ray Park.
Ghostbusters theme, right?
Yeah, Ray Parker Jr. Didn't it? Wait, how did
Oh, he
Ghostbusters-
stole that song from Huey Lewis.
He
That's
ripped
I
it
Want a
up.
New Drug.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's messed up. You don't steal.
Conversation's going.
Yeah. We got all hung up on the guy from Star Wars that may or may not have been a Marine.
Just do Marine from Star Wars.
You know what?
Seriously.
We can move on. We can
Please.
move on.
Help me out.
We
I don't have
can
my
move
phone
on
me.
from this.
Anyway,
I'm gonna try
So
it.
there's a lot of famous Marines who are
Right.
Star Wars.
There's a lot of famous Marines from Star Wars. We've established this.
now there's a lot. Many
No, I'm
people.
saying
Many famous Marines
the guy
also
from
star in
Family
Star
Affair.
Wars.
Who was the guy from Family Affair?
I don't
Buffy
know.
and Jody. Who was that guy? Brian Keefe. He was a Marine.
All right.
Lee Marvin was a Marine.
Sam Peckendorf. They're all Marines.
Adam Driver.
Adam fucking Driver.
That douchebag was a Marine?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
An 0311, a fucking badass.
Oh, sick. I don't know what that is.
That's- Look
0311, that's infantry.
Oh, okay.
0311s.
Amber's the color of your energy.
Oh,
Really?
I love that
Oh,
song.
by the way, I was in the Marine Corps in the 10th Marines with Shaggy.
Shaggy.
Wait.
Shaggy.
The reggae, the reggae fucking.
Yeah, he
get
was a
outta here.
Marine. He was in Desert Storm.
What?
The
Shag,
reggae-
Mr.
the-
Boombastic?
Yeah.
Wait a second. Wait a second.
He bases that voice on how drill instructors talk to
How
him
did
in the
you not
Marines.
lead with that? You were
Yeah.
fucking in
Yeah,
the
How
Marine.
did I leave? You were in the
Oh, yeah,
Marine.
by the way.
Boombastic.
I used to see Shaggy in the shower.
That
with
was
his
a big
dick hanging
song.
out.
Make a roll. Boombastic.
I know. He's got a hog, right? Yeah.
Most of them do. It's not the worst. It's not the
Were
worst
you
stereotype.
behind
No,
him during
definitely
the Dixon?
Nuts to butts? No,
Yeah,
no,
nuts to butts.
No, we-
Hey, I'll go nuts to butts. with him.
Boombastic.
Put me next to that Asian over there. No, put me next to that Asian.
Was he
but definitely
singing?
not Shaggy.
Would he sing
At
Mr.
least he could be
Boombastic?
like a lady boy.
Yeah.
Could you imagine him singing Mr. Boombastic while doing nuts to butts?
I would.
Mr. Boombastic.
That's where it came from.
Understand that's where it came from.
Yeah, that's awesome. That makes it so much better now.
His
Ain't it
voice-
fantastic?
Yeah, I used to fucking get down to that song.
Oh,
Yeah.
he's awesome. He's
Sixth,
awesome.
seventh grade.
That was a
Yeah.
big song.
Yeah, I was going nuts to
Wait,
butts with every fucking.
What about the guy who did
13-year-old
Sim
girl in my
Simma?
class.
Who got the peas to my bimma?
That- he wasn't-
Was he a Marine?
No.
Was that guy
No,
a Marine?
no.
Not everybody with that voice was a Marine. Good try though. So, because we're getting near the end time, can you take us to? You know, like I said, your plan was to go to Marines. You get there, like, all right, new plan. You know,
Yeah,
and then
it was
when
basically.
you get out,
I really was like, it was sold to me honestly, and even when like my mom was alive, we just looked at it the same way as an opportunity, a stepping stone. Like, fuck college, you're too fucking stupid for fucking college.
You're not made for college,
you're like,
Ralphie
yeah,
boy.
You're not doing it. So do this first, and then when you get out, you'll have the money for college. It'll all work out, you know. But whatever. Life works out.
So how did it work out? What did you do after? The Marines
You know
that
what,
were
man?
here?
I floated around. I did security for a little while. That was like the worst job. You have to be 75 years old to do security.
Private security?
Yeah, like bullshit security. Like not even armed and dangerous, cool John Candy.
Like top flight security to
Eugene
world,
Levy.
Craig. Like that?
No.
Oh.
Like I don't even know what to tell you. Like fucking
Falling asleep in your rocking chair.
like completely.
Oh, like in a like old jewelry store, sitting on a rocking chair.
Like,
just-
Yeah.
the worst. Like just sitting in like empty office buildings for 8 hours.
with a badge that says security.
It was the worst.
Or just
So I
like
did
a
that for
shirt
while,
that
but then I
says
started.
security.
Then I worked at Blockbuster.
I worked at Blockbuster.
I was
for
a
little bit.
manager of Blockbuster
Yeah.
for like 2 years
Wow.
in the heyday, right when Wayne Huizenga still owned it and Paramount bought it out.
Wow. I worked
So,
at Blockbuster for 2 weeks and I got
I've
fired.
been in like transitional periods for everything I've ever worked at. The Marine Corps, I was in a transitional period. They were changing weapon systems. Like everything was changing the whole time I was in. Uniform, everything was crazy changing. I worked at Blockbuster. They changed a complete 180
Well, they-
from
yeah.
private ownership to fucking Paramount. And then I worked at Outback, and they went from being a total fucking 3 guys owning it to just a corporate.
Yeah, dude. Even now, I used to
Joke.
love Outback. I used to love it. Like I get the chicken and shrimp with Alfredo.
Yeah.
Now, the last time I got
Queensland chicken and shrimp.
Yeah, but I haven't gone back there
CNS on your
because it used to be like a really nice, good chicken breast, big shrimp. Now I went back there like
they cut
a few minutes
corners.
ago.
Yeah,
Not
they cut
just that,
corners,
it literally looks like when you buy a kid's like kitchenette set when they're
Yeah.
younger. The chicken looks like a fucking plastic.
They cut corners.
And
Totally
the shrimp
cut
is
corners
like
now,
fucking tiny. It's
If
you wanna go-
commercialized. It's
If
commercialized.
you want to
Used
go to
to be
Outback, there's still a few
so
things that are
good.
good. The bloomin' onion's still good. Cheese fries
Yeah.
are still good. Like those appetizers, shrimp on
Yeah.
the Barbie is still amazing.
No, the shrimp on the
yeah.
board, they took it off the bread.
exactly.
They took it off the bread.
Yeah.
And the shrimp.
Aw.
And the shrimp. When was the last time there? The shrimp. They used to have like actual big grilled shrimp. Now they have these little fucking things. It's like
The burger's
crazy.
good.
It's
Like there's
crazy.
certain things that are
it's like
still
frozen shrimp from BJ's.
Yeah.
or
If you're a
something. They're just doing
steakhouse
that.
and your burger's good, what the
right,
fuck
right.
are
It's
you
not
doing?
really a steakhouse anymore.
No,
No, but
he's right.
it was.
It's commercial.
Though.
Yeah,
People
well, it was
went there for
great.
steaks.
I
We had a great ribeye, a great
Yeah.
strip.
You always
Yeah.
got it cooked right, exactly how
Yeah,
you want it.
yeah.
They never fucked
and
it up.
they worked hard to do
Well,
it
no
that
rules,
way.
just right. Yeah.
Dude,
That was their,
remember
that was
how
their
like
motto.
how awesome our grill guy was, our makeup guy, the saute guy.
For the listeners to know, we all me, my brother, and Ralph all worked at the same Outback when Ralph was our manager.
Literally 3
Yeah.
guys cranked out every fucking hot meal, every
Oh,
hot entree that came out.
Did you
of that.
know, Ralph, did you know when you were the manager at Outback and I worked there that I was always drunk and that I hid bottles of vodka in the ceiling tiles of the men's room?
Yes, I remember that.
Yeah, I mean, you didn't really have to go that far.
You knew? Wait, but you knew that I was always like drinking vodka
What'd
the
you-
entire
No,
time?
because if you ran out of the one in his pocket, he needed
Yeah.
something. in
Well, I had
reserve,
to have
you
a
know?
backup
Yeah.
bottle of vodka in the ceiling tile because if the one in my pocket, if I drank it all, I had to have
I got it.
I had to have backup vodka. I mean, I'm not a psychopath.
No,
I gotta have a
definitely
backup
not.
bottle
You
of vodka.
literally
It's a whole
have
4-hour shift.
You have
I mean,
to,
Yeah, it's
fine.
4
What's he supposed to
hours.
do?
You can't just have one.
The host at Outback.
Yeah, I was
6
the host
to
of
9
Outback.
to
10.
See,
It was me and like
5 to 8.
It was me and like 5 hot girls. I was the only male host. It was awesome.
I just hid my heroin bundle in my ass.
Hey,
That was-
but
was
can
different. I didn't need a.
Can
I
we
didn't need
admit this now?
Some
What?
tile.
Me and Mike
upstairs.
Costello, that one year that we were together, we had the hottest hostess stand.
Yeah, and I was a host. I had the
Ever.
greatest job in the world. All I did was drink and hang out with hot
How many beautiful
chicks.
girls worked at Outback?
Yeah.
Oh my God.
I don't wanna-
Smoking.
I don't want to name full names. but
I
there
won't
were
have to,
smoking
I'm just
hot.
saying, I don't have to say any
Yeah.
names. I'm
Yeah.
just going to say that if you were an Outback hostess stand
Yeah.
between
Yep.
9/11 and before 9/11,
Yeah.
you were fucking hot as shit.
Yep. Yeah. That was
If you
one
were
of the-
there
that's
before
like
Chris
good
Forrester
business,
was
though.
the manager, that was the worst thing.
But
to
as
ever-
a business model, and you're going to have a restaurant, obviously having hot chicks greet you at the door is good for business.
It's a
Every
double-edged
expensive
sword.
restaurant does that.
Yes.
It's a double-edged
All good
sword,
restaurants
though.
do
When
that.
you're talking about a place like Outback, we got a lot of fucking Karens and fucking, you know what I mean?
Well, there's also a lot of.
Busy.
No,
So,
they
like,
existed
you know,
back then, but we didn't call
Where
it
they're
that.
just like,
Yeah.
I don't care what you have to say, little cutie. When's
Yeah.
my fucking table gonna be ready?
Right.
You know what I mean? It's
Oh, I
like-
used to grease the door too. When we had like an hour wait, I would take like 20s and shit like that from,
not that
from people
hard.
and bump them up.
It's not that hard.
Yeah.
Bump them up.
Yeah.
Why not?
That's hysterical.
And then I go take a bump in the bathroom myself. Double
it
bump.
Was, it was the
you know?
most ridiculous thing. It was actually that was a good opportunity for me to do something. It was just too much fucking fun. That was when
Sounds like you guys.
Oh, Outback was
it was
crazy
just like- it
fun.
was
yeah.
Restaurant
Right.
business is just
It was
like
in
a way
that.
of life
It was
almost.
in that
Yeah.
sweet little spot before the Me Too shit and like
Yeah.
you could say shit to chicks and people. How many people are married
Right.
that we worked at Outback together?
Yeah. Yeah, they
Crazy.
were.
There was
they
some.
were-
I don't remember that many married.
But I worked in a
yeah.
couple Outbacks.
Yeah.
I worked in American. I worked in Island Park, and like I'm telling you, like I know at least 6 couples. Look,
Yeah.
Chris
I remember
Chris
everyone.
Varian,
Oh, he was married. Yeah, that's true.
Joe, and another girl.
Yeah.
What's her name? Jen, Joe and Jen. Remember
Joe's
Joe
wife.
and Jen?
Yeah.
No, Joe and Jen. Remember Joe and Jen?
Oh yeah, yeah.
They got married. Fucking. I had
Yeah.
another friend in Merrick, whatever. But
Yeah.
2 friends in Merrick. 3. Holy shit. Anyway,
Yeah.
that it was just crazy. Like it just, you get away with anything. I was like the manager in waiting.
You were the manager of Outback.
No,
No,
but
the
I was
movie waiting.
The movie
The
waiting.
Oh,
I was like, what's his name? Rod.
Oh
Rob-
yeah,
yeah, Rob-
yeah. The
yeah.
dude, the manager from
Yeah,
the
I like
movie
that movie.
Waiting.
Yeah,
Yeah,
They, like, they
that's
totally
a great movie.
send them to like a
That
whole
is a good
whole
movie.
different place.
Right,
You know, yeah,
right.
That was me.
That's
That
just-
definitely was. That was my style.
Right.
That was a
That's
Fridays
hysterical.
though. That movie.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
know, but that
yeah.
was definitely my style.
worked at
where
Fridays,
like
too.
everybody was just
Yeah.
like, "You're a fucking joke."
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, because again, when you don't like authority, it's hard to be an authoritarian
There's
figure.
a law.
friend.
I
Yeah.
forget what it's called. You can look it up. There's a rule. It's something called Hayden's rule. Some bullshit like Occam's razor type of thing. And just because you're good at the task doesn't mean you'll be good at managing the task. I'm great.
Right. Like
on
football football players
just
that are
like-
Hall of Famers aren't necessarily
Just
going to be
like
great
in the
coaches.
Marine Corps, I was great being a fucking trooper. You know what I mean? I wasn't looking to be the section chief or the platoon sergeant or anything like that. I was just a fucking goddamn solid artillery Marine. You know what I mean? I
Right.
did my goddamn job and I busted my ass. And we were a great artillery unit. When I tell you, we were fucking solid, man.
You were a real trooper.
We'd get, there was all these rating systems and all these grading things, and they'd talk about, whatever, we'd do all these operations, and they would judge you, and all these things that we did, we'd always come out on top all the time. And my platoon sergeant, Gunnery Sergeant Cologne, who is now Master Gunnery Sergeant, retired, Miguel Cologne, our firing battery was the last battery. Our battery was the last firing battery he was ever a part of, and he was a part of a lot of them. And after that, he became like a battalion supervisor type of situation where he was like overseeing many firing batteries. And he just posted just the other day on our Facebook post about how proud he was that we were the best firing artillery battery he was ever a part of. And I'm telling you, we were shit hot. And again, always willing to do my job. You put me in a restaurant, you made me a server, I was a fucking shit hot server.
Yeah.
I knew the fucking menu back and forth. I could sell ice to an Eskimo.
Justin, though, wasn't such a great restaurant employee.
I was not so good. I was
you
the
know what,
opposite
though?
end
You
of
know
the
what?
spectrum.
I remember one time at Fridays, he
you guys worked at Fridays
He had to
together.
do this thing called crew chief.
Yeah, I was the crew chief.
And it meant like he had to be like in like the kitchen doing like all this like hard work.
Yeah.
And he's the only person I know that ever did the actual fake death.
Oh,
to
yeah,
get
it's a
out
guy-
of work. Right? He said,
Who'd you kill?
I can't work today.
Grandma.
I had a death
Grandma,
in the
yeah,
family.
grandma was easy, yeah.
He did it. The
Well,
fake
yeah.
death,
What I did was I had
grandma.
I told my dad. I told my dad to call the manager because I had to get the hell out of there. I didn't fucking do real work. So I had the manager call my dad called the manager and say that my grandmother just died. Can you put Justin on the phone? His grandmother just died. We need to take him to the.
I can't believe Dad would.
We need to we need to take him out of work because his grandmother just died. And my dad did it. My dad called up and they gave and they
Your
gave.
grandmother was already dead, right?
And my dad.
Yes.
Yeah, that's why.
They gave me the phone. They gave.
why.
So
If
I'm
she
in.
was still alive,
I'm
you
in the
weren't
office. Me, the manager, and he gives me the phone, and I have to my dad's like, so this is what you want him to do, you fucking idiot. That's what Dad said. He's like, so this is what you want him to do, call and do this, you fucking asshole. And I had to pretend like my dad was saying that my grandmother just died.
no.
So I'm like, what? What? Are you kidding me?
Oh, no.
No,
I cannot believe
No, this can't be real.
that you
No,
don't have
God, no.
way more roles in things.
I dropped to my knees. I dropped the phone.
Why are you not
I
on
went
TV
into a
every day?
fetal
I just don't
position.
understand
I went into a fetal position on the floor of Friday's office. No, I was like, I gotta go. I gotta get out of here. Bye.
You're lucky I wasn't your manager because I would have just got up and started kicking you in the stomach.
They didn't
while you
believe
were on
him
the ground.
at the time.
They believed me.
Of course
they
not.
did not.
They
Not when you get
believed me.
dramatic like that when your grandmother died. Like fucking everybody.
We were very close.
Yeah.
We were very close.
But that's always good.
I don't
when-
think
he
we
was
ever
at work
had
the next
anybody
day.
that obvious.
No.
I remember one time that one broad was drinking like a madman at the inn on a Saturday night. And remember how we used to have the meeting every Sunday? And,
Yes.
if you were on the schedule, you had to be there. And we all watched
What, like
her.
the shift meeting?
Sunday morning,
No,
there was
the
a
Sunday morning.
staff meeting.
When they get in there, like,
Yeah.
listen, guys, we need to push the fish. It's about
Yeah.
to turn. I need you to push it at every table.
86 Mahi.
That's the worst.
But you sell more Wallaby darn.
It's about to go. We need to. It's already starting to smell a little bit.
You'll win a tequila, a Wallaby darn Smirnoff backpack.
That's the worst.
If you sell 5.
Yeah,
Wallaby
it's
darn.
fucking- Those restaurant shift meetings were ridiculous.
Yeah, so this girl is in front of God and everybody getting loaded. I'm the manager. We're all fucking hammered. We all show up work the next day, fucking this bullshit meeting. And she calls, and I was like, all right, get a doctor's note. And
Yeah.
I don't want to go to a doctor. Like, I just watched you 5 hours ago drinking your face off.
yeah, you're hungover.
Oh, my
It's,
God.
it's definitely not fun managing people.
Yeah.
So, Rob, where are you today? Like, where are you today in life?
I'm on the front lines again. I work in a cafe in a corporate cafe in an office building. I do,
Wait, that's the front lines? You're a
Yeah,
military guy.
No. What I'm saying,
You
what
say, I'm on the
saying
front lines
is,
again, working in a cafe.
I'm still in the restaurant business. I'm not anywhere near managing. I don't wait tables anymore. I cook, and I work in this cafe, and we do breakfast and lunch, and I'm off on weekends, and I'm out of there at 3:00 every day.
Nice.
Right.
Which is a very
Little
hard thing to
luncheonette,
say
little
about
luncheonette.
but it's hard to say about a restaurant
Yeah,
job.
that's nice.
And I've been doing it for about 10 years now. I'm really good at it, and
Nice.
my boss takes care of me, and I'm a happy guy.
That's
Happy
what I
camper.
was just going to get to, because you seem so. There's a saying which in our program and stuff like that, like sometimes like people are really tight and they're taking themselves really seriously. And actually, a friend that just passed had told me this. It's called Rule 62, because I was. Some people are so tight about life and trying to figure shit out. Where am I supposed to be? This, that. And they don't even enjoy the ride. Like, from the moment you walked in, I had a feeling about you that, like, you wear life like a loose garment. And this is my friend who just died had said that he's like, look up
JT.
Rule 62. Yeah. Because I was always trying to figure it out, where I belonged, where I was going to be useful, this, that. The stress and the anxiety of, like, actually where I'm supposed to be in life instead of letting just things happen and taking advantage of opportunities. It would get me, like, so anxious and so paralyzed in the moment. And a lot of people are like that, I feel. So he said to me, look up Rule 62. And when I looked it up, it said, don't take yourself so seriously. And it said to wear life like a loose garment. And from the moment you walked in there, it seemed like you were that type of spirit. And through this conversation, even what you're saying now, it seems even more and more true, because you seem like you have a very nice, well-balanced life, and you just appreciate life for what it is.
It's true.
That's
I
good.
got to be honest with you again, and to make connections to things like after getting out of Marine Corps and all that, there's definitely a drifting and trying to fit into society. You don't fit in. That's the number one thing.
No.
Yeah, it's just look. I think 8% of Americans are veterans, and 1% of those veterans are Marines. So there's like a thing. So what I think what got me centered was to have something in your life that you have to be proud of something, or be whatever. And when about 6 years ago, I started going to the Marine Corps League and hanging out with Marines again.
Yeah.
And it's a Marines only club.
Brotherhood.
So it's not like you're at a VFW or an AMVETS where it's like Navy, Army, Air Force, and all you do is spend all day arguing about who's better.
Right.
It's just Marines, and we sit and we tell our stories, and they're great
You
stories.
tell each other how much better you are of all
Right.
the other ones.
Pretty much. But
And then
no,
you go,
no,
and then
it's
you,
more than
and then you
that.
have a couple
It's
of
more than
beers, go
that.
nuts and butts, and you call it a night.
that would be a good night.
Maybe rape.
maybe a little Japanese rape.
Maybe go out for a little nighttime raping.
Yeah, it's but nonetheless, reconnecting with my Marine spirit as an older person, I think also gave me like a sense of like, you've done some crazy good things, and I've gotten to travel. I worked for some companies even after the Marine Corps that offered travel, and I was all for it.
Yeah, so
You
you
seem
wear
like-
life like a loose garment.
Yeah.
Like
And-
Joe wears life like a flaccid dildo.
That's right.
You're not a little different,
A
but
flaccid strap on.
No, but that's the thing about your life. You have a ton of experience.
Yeah.
Right? You have a ton of experience. And with all that experience, whether it's going to the Army, different jobs, even just the experience of those years of walking by the Marines, knowing that like they're trying to put you down this path you don't belong, and you're gonna make this courageous kind of risky act of I'm gonna go to the Marines. So you have a lot of life experience, and through that you kind of get calmed down because you see a lot of shit. So when everybody's all hysterical about every little fucking thing that's happening and the world's coming
Right.
down, you're
Yeah.
like, all right, I fucking heard this before, I saw this before.
I have to
Shut
be
the
honest.
fuck up,
I-
relax.
right.
I'm not married, and I don't have any children, and
That you know of. Yeah.
I can honestly say those are some really big stressors to life. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
When you're responsible for other people, I've luckily only been responsible for my own ass.
Right.
So it's a lot easier to go through life and have a good outlook. But at the same time, there are regrets. I've had a few, but then again, too few to mention. Nonetheless, it's a fun life. I got to travel a lot. I forgot to mention I did work for Club Med for a little while.
Yeah.
Did the Caribbean.
That's nice too.
Yeah.
But so for our listeners, right? We like to leave our listeners with a final reflection
yes.
of
Just
philosophy.
exactly. Just I got a chance. Like it just I don't know. Whatever it did, it just sent me in the path. My path was my path, and I don't know. Like I think like you said, I do wear life like a loose garment, and
Yeah.
it is what it is. And I also never feel like tomorrow's not going to be better. You know what I mean? I also don't think
Positive
like this
outlook.
is my final
Yeah.
act, or like there's all kinds of like great things that happen to people in all stages of their lives.
Yeah.
So like I to keep a good attitude and stay in the game is all you can do. Like again, 22 veterans commit suicide almost every day.
Yes.
And it's a
Chad
big
mentioned
big
that.
problem.
And that's on the low end. That's just
And
like,
it's a big problem, and these guys are having a hard time dealing with things, and it's understandable because it's hard to deal with some of the things people faced.
Yeah.
Nonetheless, you have to find your way of dealing with it, and Chad is a great example of finding.
Yeah, he's a great
of
dude.
working with
Yeah.
your demons and understanding.
But I love what you said there because so many people, like I used to hear this term all the time, like live every day like it's your last. Not for a crazy addict like me, because I'm going to suck the life out of everything. And that's why I like how you said,
A
like, this
succubus.
isn't the last day. Like, there's tomorrow. Because that puts me in a mind frame where I have to get everything done today in the sense, like, yo, relax.
Yeah, like JoJo the
And
Idiot Circus
yeah,
Clown.
and you just, one, thank you for your service and thank you for coming on. and I
Always an
appreciate
honor, always
just
an
like your
Yeah.
spirit and your energy because you seem like that. You seem like exactly what you said. Tomorrow, nothing's permanent. Like there is a tomorrow. I could do a little bit better tomorrow.
I was a
Like,
Marine. I can do anything.
That's right.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Right,
and
right.
I appreciate that because I don't think a lot of people live like that nowadays. And I think a lot of people are like, oh, every day like it's your last. I like to think of it every day like your first. Because if I'm living every day like my last, I'm trying to suck the life out of it. If I'm living every day like it's my first, I'm like a kid. Everything's new. Everything's fresh. Everything's green. I'm seeing things with a fresh pair of eyes. Like I'm excited. I'm enthusiastic for life. I'm not just trying to fucking get everything done now because I don't fucking like that term. So I love how you put that. Like, yeah, it's just today.
Yeah.
Tomorrow's another day.
I like to live every day like I'm an Okinawa woman, and at any time I could get raped.
Napolitano just got paid. No, mostly he was Filipino woman. By
Yeah,
the way.
there you go. There you go.
In Okinawa?
Oh yeah, dude, around the world. By the way, around the world.
Interesting.
Yeah.
That's awesome. Oh, we're awesome to have you.
Thank you, gentlemen. You made
Yeah,
it very
thank-
easy. I really appreciate
Oh,
it.
of course, man. Thank you so much for your service and thanks for coming on. I
Thanks,
appreciate
Robbie
you.
Bones.